You know, like I say, I didn't know it was going to be bought by Disney, because this was summer of 2012. Then they announced that Disney had bought Lucasfilm around Halloween, which was October 30th. It was announced, and you know, we didn't know who the director was going to be, and then they announced J.J. Abrams, and it all came out. It was all very, very exciting, and I hope people are happy. It seems like, because in Hollywood, remember, kids, it's not important if it's of high quality, only if it makes money. Now, I don't want to, I mean, a good example would be Transformers. And to be completely fair to Michael Bay, I have never seen a Transformers film. I know they're among the highest grossing films in Hollywood history. I saw a trailer, and I'm too old to process that much information. I mean, the thing looked like it was edited in a Cuisinart. If you try and count 1,000, 2, 1,000, and it's just mind-boggling. And they're cutting everywhere where you don't know where you are. I mean, it's cinema of bewilderment, you know. But what I'm saying is, they keep making, all I'm saying is I've never met anybody that's my age, or probably even your age, that say, oh, I love that movie. You know, most people are disparaging of that particular franchise, but they keep making them because they make huge amounts of money. And oh my God, I just realized this is all on film. But my larger point was, it doesn't matter if it's good as long as it makes money. So because The Force Awakens made a lot of money, I can't be, it's not ergo, it's good.
Have you been keeping Ray's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Like, tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming, and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
Fade in.
No, God!
Fade in. Fade in. Fade in. Fade in. Fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie. I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever. So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
The sequel movies were just the worst garbage ever. Last Jedi was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to leave the theater, but I was like, I can't. It's Star Wars. You know, I need to watch it. But man, was that bad.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll...
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
So they wanted us to keep going. That Star Wars girl said, keep going. Okay, so...
Wait, what are we talking about?
I figured out how to monetize social justice warriors.
I have no love for He-Man.
I know, but I have no love for He-Man either, but he's got a place in the world in a comic book story.
When I was a kid, I'd watch He-Man and Masters of the Universe when I got home from school. From 1981 to 82, it was a rich...
I'm kind of retarded.
Here we go.
to all of our Star Wars fans in China.
Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I hope I'm on the right microphone. But hi, I'm alive. I'm alive. Can you guys believe it? Yeah. Those that don't know, I've been gone because I had a baby. And yeah, that was an experience we might talk about tonight. But thank you everyone that was hanging out in the chat early. Holocron Library Fox, you're always awesome in here before the stream starts. So what's up, dude? Holy hand grenades, nice to see you again. Colton, Chris, Kyle. Oh gosh, the chat's moving too fast for me. Dr. Coffinails, what's up? How are you? Let's see. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to be going a little slower. I probably won't be talking as fast as I usually do. What's up, ladies, man? Chris, Aster. I think I saw Laura was in here earlier as well. But oh, Big Raj, thank you for the super sticker. It's a little thumbs up. And I saw that you said in the chat that it was a little late for you. So you're going to catch the replay. Make sure, guys, that if you guys want to catch the replay, that you are a member of my channel, because I said all of my live streams are members only. I might leave this one up for a little bit, but I do make all of my live streams members only just because of YouTube. That's the way YouTube likes to do things. YouTube is like, we're going to have this feature called live streaming, but if you live stream on your channel, we're going to wipe a bunch of subscribers and then like kill your channel. So it's like, why even have this feature if you don't want people to use it? It's retarded, but that's YouTube for you. But yes, guys, I am alive. I'm alive. No more baby. See? No more baby. I do have to wear like this binding equipment. It's like this whole ordeal. Basically, if I don't wear it, then it's like it feels like my guts are pouring out of my body, which is a lot of fun. So I have like these binders on me. It's hell. It's hell. I saw just 20 pounds heavier. I'm not a fan of the weight that I've gained, but it is because I was growing a human, so it's understandable. But a lot of it was, I guess, liquids. They're telling me that all this swelling is going to go down. I don't know if I believe them or not, and I'm not allowed to work out at a gym and like lift anything more than 10 pounds until January 15th. So I'm like counting down the days. I just got like approval for being able to drive again, which is fun. I wasn't allowed to drive for all of this time since I had the baby. But your room looks so cool. Yeah, I lost my blur filter, unfortunately. So now you guys can see my chaos and my mess. I organized my well, I did this a long time ago, but my Sith action figure display is all organized. The light side is not, and it drives me crazy, but it is what it is. I'll get around to fixing everything, and then you guys can see all my books. You can see my lemon, my painting desk, which is always chaos, but it is what it is. Valiant Renegade, what's up, dude? Annie, look amazing. No apologies needed. Oh, what's up, dude? How are you? I hope you're doing well. I think you sent me a message and I was on a lot of drugs and did not respond. I apologize. I just realized now that I see your message here. Yeah, guys, they had me on a lot of drugs for a while. I don't really remember a lot of the first couple of weeks after having the baby. Because not only do they have me on drugs in the hospital, I had to take those drugs when I came home, and it's not the good kind. It's the I can't see anything. Everything's blurry, and it's like an acid trip, but not a fun acid trip, and you don't remember anything. Like it's like it really felt like I've been in like walking, like sleepwalking, I guess I would be the best analogy for it. But it's like I'm sleepwalking, and it's like I can only remember bits and pieces of things. But I don't know. I lived through it. I survived. I feel like that's what my pregnancy should be called. Like I survived. Like my title of this stream is I'm alive. Should just be I survived. Oh my goodness, Russell, how have you been? Wait, what do you mean no more baby? What the hell happened to your baby? Oh, she's no more baby in my belly. My sweet little princess is inside with her sister and father. Peaches is on baby duty right now. And you know what? After this I survive scenario, guess what? She looks exactly like him. She didn't get much from me. She got my hair color. Peaches has black hair. I have like dark brown hair. So she got my hair color, and she got my hands. She got my tongue, the little split. She got my feet, and everything else was Peaches. She looks just like him. And he's like, "No, she looks like you." People have said they're like, "Oh no, she looks like a good mix of you." I'm like, "No, she looks like him." She 100% looks just like him, which I'm fine with because I think he's beautiful. But I'm like, after all of that, after everything I went through, and she's just his twin. She looks more like him than his own twin does. But that's my little princess, and she's perfect, and it is honestly the best feeling ever. If you guys were on the fence about having kids, I didn't want to have kids for the longest time, and I am so in love with my little baby. She is the sweetest little thing. I don't think I would ever clean up poop from another human, and it doesn't even bother me when I do it for her. I absolutely love my little baby, and she's absolutely perfect. But Russell, thank you for the super chat. It is nice to see you again. Dr. Coffin Nails, thank you for being a member for 54 months. Congrats again and welcome to Baby Hell. Hey, man, I love it. Me and Peaches have pretty good shifts down. He is actually on. Usually, I thought I was going to be on the night shift, but I've been going to bed at like 7. So it's already 2 hours past my bedtime. I took a nap today so I could do this stream. But Peaches has been on the night shift. He stays up with her until like 1, and then she wakes up at 4, which is when I wake up now because I'm going to bed at 7. And so I wake up in the morning. I take care of her all morning, and well, pretty much all day and all morning. And then he takes care of her at nighttime once I go to bed. So yeah, it's a pretty good routine. I probably just fucked it up right now by doing a live stream at 9:30 at night. But I did completely forget that I have an IndieGoGo campaign. I forgot about everything pretty much that I think would have to do with the drugs and also the fact that I just had a baby. But guys, I have this IndieGoGo campaign that's live right now. It's got 6 hours left. I'm pretty sure that's not correct considering I pulled this up before I got on stream. But guys, if you didn't know, this is the best of calendar. So I have done 3 calendars so far. I did my first one, which was what year was that? I don't even remember now. What, 2022 is when I started, or 2023? I think it was 2022. I don't even remember. I don't dates. What are those? I guess I need a calendar to go back and look at that. But for those that don't know the story of what happened, my birthday is Halloween. And I guess a couple years ago, I decided I wanted to dress up or cosplay as Rogue all month for my birthday. And so I went and I got my hair professionally done like Rogue. Like the whole bleaching, it took forever. And I went on stream, and I don't think it was Professionals. It was one of the Comic Skate streams, but I remember like Cecil was there, Billy Tucci was there, John, Ethan, Shane, like all the guys were there. If anyone knows where that stream is, let me know so I can go or like send it to me so I can go clip it for like my history, the origins of. I probably should have done a whole video for that, but I've been pretty distracted, growing and having a human. But anyway, so I was on this stream, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then I guess you guys in the chat, like somebody said, like, "Oh, you should do like you're already doing the Rogue cosplay. You should do a cosplay calendar." And Cecil read it, and then I was like, "It's like October 2nd or October 3rd, Mean Girls Day," and I'm like, "Really? I should do a cosplay calendar now?" And they're like, "Yeah, just do it." So take in mind, October. What's the next month? November, December. Oh, I kind of don't really have that much time to do it. So I ended up doing on a whim. Let me look from you guys. Your guys' recommendation was I do these 3 are from the first calendar here. Guess what? I did photo shoots. I did 12. I somehow pulled together 12 freaking cosplays in less than 3 months. And not only did I do that, take in mind, I did not use like I had a campaign, but I hadn't gotten paid for the campaign. So I basically just kind of splurged. And I was like, ugh, I probably shouldn't have spent this much money on costumes and stuff. But I was like, I'll pay myself back later. It'll pay itself off, right? And I spent way too much money, in my opinion, more than I'm usually comfortable with. But I put together all these damn costumes and I did it. I did the cosplays, and then everyone started complaining because they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna be late on fulfillment." I'm like, this was your guys' idea, and I just did it. I did 12 cosplays in like 3 months. I've never done this before." And then all the shit happened, which was drama with it, which was it was a mission. But I got it done. I got my first calendar all fulfilled and shipped out. And take in mind, I don't have like a team of people, all these CG guys that have their wives that do all their fulfillment for it. I am a solo act. I got Peaches, but Peaches like doesn't do this kind of stuff. He's not an internet person. He's like an IRL real life job person. So and I'm so I'm so much of a control freak that like I'd lose time because I would just breathing over his shoulder, like making like micromanaging everything, and he would, we would probably fight and just not, and just it would just end in chaos, and then like me crying, and then him just be like, "Why are you overreacting? It's fine, everything's gonna be fine." And he's like, "No, you don't understand," and then us ending up just stop working on it and then watching Star Trek because happens. But anyways, I do everything myself. So I managed to get it done and get it out. You guys all liked it. A lot of people threw a fucking temper tantrum online because I don't know, they didn't like the font that I use. And apparently I live under a rock because I what I was trying to do was I went through this one website that make it for you, and it was going to cost me like 5 times as much as going through like this other printer, because I was talking about it with like John and Cecil. They're like, that is way too much. You're basically spending the entire, what the campaign raised on printing. And John's like, you're not going to have enough to ship it. Cecil was like, that's ridiculous. You need to find some other things. But I went off of their format, and they only had 4 fonts to choose from. So I just used that and then just kept that when I printed. And I didn't know that there was this controversy over this one font. And my friend Shiny, he explained it to me, and he's like, "You don't know about this?" And I was like, "No. I grew up in like bumfuck nowhere. Like I grew up on a ranch. We didn't have internet until I don't know, like almost 2009. Like I don't know any of this internet lore about a font. Who is going to complain about a font?" But I guess some full-grown people on the internet had a bitch fit about this font and the fact that I was late, like only by a few months on this calendar, considering I did it all by myself I threw it together in like 3 months. But so that was the drama with the first one, at least a summary of the drama. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure people in the chat remember more. I'm more of that, like, it's over, let's move on. I don't want to think about it. But you know what? I'm proud of myself because I did it. I went out of my comfort zone, because for those that don't know, I hate taking pictures of myself. Like, I hate it. I don't let people take pictures of me. And, even this Christmas, there's like no pictures of me because one, I feel fat, especially considering I was still on the drugs the doctor made me take. And so like my face was also, my dad said I looked Chinese. And my family were teasing me. They're like, "Oh, you could like," because I did the video game. They're like, "You could cosplay as like Chung Li," or like they were just naming off like Mulan and like all these other Asian characters. I'm like, you guys are just making fun of me because my face and my feet and my legs are fat from this medication that I was on. Luckily, my hands didn't swell. But guys, maybe I will show you the photo of I'll put it together on my phone, but my foot, like literally, it swelled up so big that it just like my leg was just a straight like line. Basically, it looked like a sausage. Like there was no ankle. You can see the ankle bone, but everything was so freaking swollen. It was like one thing. It was awful, and my face was like. And my mom printed out a bunch of pictures of like I guess I was super. This is how you know that I'm like high or drunk is my smiles are so genuine in pictures. Like I always like get all awkward and like cringe when I'm taking photos, which is probably why I hate photos. I don't mind videos of myself because you guys can see me move, you guys can see me talk, you can see my mannerisms. Whenever I'm in a photo, I'm like, which is ironic considering I'm doing a cosplay calendar, but I'll get to that part of the story in a minute. But I guess I was on a lot of drugs and I took a selfie of me and the baby. Like once like I got out of like the delivery room and like I'm in the hospital, and I just remember like I was like so sweaty. It looked like I just like basically got out of a steam room, and they finally handed me my baby, and I guess I took a selfie and I'm like so smiling. And my eyes are all like super squinted. I sent this picture to my mother and like my brother in our group text, and like my mom sent me pictures. She had them printed out in like 3 hours. I'm like, woman, what the hell? Same. We took the baby to go meet Santa. She had it printed out already. I'm like, am I just sending these to you and you're just going and getting them printed out? Like, because she doesn't have a printer. She doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. But my mom is very, very happy about this baby. But she printed out a bunch of extras. Like, here, like, people still keep photos in their wallets or something. And I gave one to my dad, and my dad's like, oh, I have a picture of the baby and Asian Anna. And I'm like, oh my God. And I don't remember this, but apparently on these drugs, I FaceTimed a bunch of members of my family, and all of them were like, "Who is this Asian chick calling?" I guess, it's being on those types of drugs is just not a good look for me. So, yeah. But so anyway, back to the story. Asiana, I know, right? I'll have to show you guys the photo. I'll have to edit out my baby's face. But anyway, so that was the story with the first calendar. And you guys liked the first calendar so much, so I did it again. And yes, I hate taking photos of myself. You guys can hit up my photographer and ask, well, don't bother him. Don't bother him. He's working. He's got stuff going on. He doesn't need people going and bothering him. But if you ever do need to contact him, if you want some, affirmation that I hate taking photos, you can go ask him and be like, yeah, Anna hates taking pictures. Ironically, though, the characters that I don't really care for that much, I'm better at doing the photo shoots because I don't really care about them as much. Like the more I care about a character, the more awkward and like rigid I get versus like, for instance, I'm not a fan of Harley Quinn. I know everyone gets mad at me because everybody likes Harley Quinn. I'm like, I just don't really care for her. She's not my cup of tea. I like Catwoman a lot. Like Catwoman and Ivy, I like significantly better. But for Harley Quinn, that photo shoot was so easy because I'm like, I don't really care about this character. I don't like this character for whatever reason. Doing the photos, I'm so much better at. So I don't know why. Maybe I think it is because I don't care about it as much. So it's like I'm not stuck in my head, and I'm not super like OCD control freak about it has to be absolutely accurate kind of thing. But so I did that, and then the video game one was a lot of fun. I went to a bunch of locations. So the like Lara Croft, I actually climbed a mountain. Me, Dylan, my photographer, and the Munchkin all like it was these caves in LA. And we had to hike to them, and we did the photo shoot in the cave, and it was so much fun. It was really cool. I met like I was climbing, and like these teenagers were like, oh, that's like so cool, you're doing like a Lara Croft shoot. And then one of the guys is like, oh yeah, my dad is like a stunt double for Liam Neeson. I'm like, oh, that's cool. All right, random. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the video game one. This last one that I did was the bikini edition one, which was very much requested by all of you. And I'm glad that I did it before I had the baby. So for those that don't know, yes, this past year, 2024, I got married, and then I got pregnant, and then I had a baby. Very big year for me, 2024. None of it was planned. I did not know that Peaches proposed to me in 2023, and I'm like, we've been together for like almost a decade now. What's the shortest like I can be engaged for? And I Googled it, and it said 6 months. I was like, what's 6 months from now? February? All right, it's happening. Also, February is the month of love. It's when Valentine's Day, my favorite holiday, is. So Peaches and I got married, and I wasn't planning. This was not a planned pregnancy. It just happened. And, it happened, and I'm okay with it. And I love my little baby, and we couldn't be more happy about it. But I am very glad that I did this before the baby. because I don't know how my body is going to react in the future after all of this has happened to me. And getting back into shape, I'm not happy with the way that I look right now. My face, I think, is somewhat back to normal. I don't think I look Asian. I think my makeup is a bit weird. I don't know what's going on right here. What is that? I got a black spot on me. It's probably paint, to be honest with you. So I'll just leave it there. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy with all of this because everyone's like, oh, it's just swelling. It's just swelling because of your uterus and the placenta and the baby and And I'm like, I don't care. Just tell me when I can work out again. Tell me when I can get back in the gym. Also, there's this thing when you get pregnant. And so it's like you got your ab muscles, right? Well, my ab muscles, some women, it's like it just pushes them forward. Other women, it splits down the middle. And so your abs kind of go like this. And you have to build it back up. I'm one of those unlucky women where my abs split in the middle. And so it's going to be a lot harder for me to get those back, which I'm not happy about because I was always very proud of my core muscles. And yeah, they're gone now. So I'm not happy about that. So I am glad that I listened to all of you crazies, all of you wonderful, crazy people. And I did the swimsuit calendar before I had the baby. And I love my baby. I need to get back in shape so I can, when she does get bigger, I can hold her. Because right now I'm not allowed to lift anything that's over 10 pounds, which includes Tulip. And it's driving me crazy because Tulip is 14 pounds. I'm not allowed to. You know what I have to do if I want to hold anything that's over 10 pounds? I have to sit. I have to sit down on a couch or on a chair and hold it that way. Because I was like, what about women that have like bigger babies? Like, are they not allowed to hold them if they have to go through what I went through? And they're like, oh yeah, you just sit down. I'm like, this is some bullshit. So I just can't lift anything. It sucks. But it is what it is. So you'll probably see, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see, maybe I will. I don't know if I'll feel comfortable enough posting, but I'll probably do like the progress photos post baby. But this week is going to be a month since I had my baby, and that's where I've been MIA because of that, because I had a baby. I was in the hospital for way too long, and now I've just been taking care of my baby, and the internet is less important to me, if that makes any sense. And I hope that it's wow, Anna hit the wall hard. Fuck you, Jim. Let's get rid of that avatar, put your own damn picture. What do you look like? And hit the wall full speed. Just get prego again. And I can't. So for those that don't know, I did catch not one, but 2 diseases. I didn't know that you could catch diseases from just being pregnant, but I did catch 2 diseases, one of which was eclampsia, which I'd never even heard of that. But the other one, I can't even pronounce it. But I did get them, so I cannot. My doctor said for me to not get pregnant until my baby is 1 year old. So I have to wait a year to get pregnant again. So no pregnancy 2024. I will not be pregnant again until 2025. Okay, excuse me, next year. So sorry, my dates are off. I need a calendar. Guys, go back my calendar campaign. So no pregnancy again for me until 2026. Or I guess I could definitely get pregnant in December next year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Which it's fine. Like I didn't want like Irish twin babies. So I need some space in between them. But yeah, guys, go back my calendar. So this calendar is the best of all 3 of these. Now I forgot. I apologize. I forgot which one we picked for this. I forgot which one we picked for these ones too. I'll have to go back and look on streams, but guys, or you guys could just let me know in the chat if you guys remember. But let me read some of these super chats, which by the way, thank you. Let's see. Valiant Renegade, thank you for the $20, my dude. Thank you so much. I remember the days way back when Mrs. Renegade was going through this. God bless you and your new family. 19, 17-year-old girls and a 13-year-old son now. Oldest was 26 weeks and 1.5 pounds at birth. Oh God. Oh my gosh, that's awful. Well, I'm glad that you're your daughter is okay. I'm grateful for the blessings. Oh, well, thank you, dude. And thanks for the $20. And, congrats on your family. And thank you for the warm wishes. My baby girl was 4 pounds, 14 ounces. She's a little baby. And they were really concerned the entire time that my baby was small. And I'm like, I'm small. So, like, me and Peaches are hobbits. Well, he's closer to I guess if we're going on Lord of the Rings standards, like, I guess I would be like Pippin and he would be like Gimli as far as like our sizes and like heights go kind of thing. But yeah, I had a little baby. I had a teeny tiny everybody in the hospital called her a peanut. And I was like, she's 4 pounds, 4 pounds and 14 ounces. That's my baby. And now she's big. Last time we weighed her at the pediatrician, she was 5 pounds, 2 ounces. And I'm like, no, stop growing. She's getting bigger and I'm not happy about it. And everyone's like, you have a little peanut. And I'm like, I know I have a little peanut. I know she's cute, but I want her to stay little and she's growing and I'm not a fan of it. I want her to stay little. And Peach's mom, she's like, oh, you're going to fight an uphill battle this whole time. I'm like, I know. I just want my baby to stay little, but she's perfect. And everybody loves her. Everybody's so excited. My brother is like infatuated with her. So he's just like, he texts me like I text him and my mom because we have a group chat. I text him I try to text a picture of her every single day. And my brother every time he's like, I vote you move closer. Move closer. And even his fiance, she's like, he wants you to move closer like so bad. And I'm just like, I know my baby. Russell, thank you for the super chat. I thought she was covered with hair. She is covered with hair, Russell. She's got hair on her arms, on her back. She was born with a full head of hair. She's a sweet little thing. Jay Bama, what's up, dude? Enough of the baby talk. It's so last year. Oh, I know. Coke Zempic, thank you for the super chat. When is she getting the Anna traditional bowl cut? I would never do that to my princess. Absolutely not. Actually, a bunch of bows came in. My baby is so little, she doesn't even fit preemie stuff. And I tried I wanted to get a cute outfit for her for Santa. I went to Build-A-Bear and that stuff is too big for her. I looked at American Doll clothes. The only thing is it's like made to be on dolls. So like the proportions are off. So I was like, but that was the closest clothing that I could find that like actually fits her. So right now she's in preemie clothes and she's been in preemie clothes this past month, but it's way too big for her. Can you believe that? I made such a little baby. The preemie clothes are too big for her. That's my baby for you. Swift -1 that you remember for 56 months. Kids are great. Wait 13 years and say that crap. Well, she's sweet now. Ghostface, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Hope 2025 will be a great year for you. And thank you to you as well. These nuts. Thanks for the super chat, Anna. Let's see a picture of the baby, please. Absolutely not. I've already said this. I'm not going to post. I don't share stuff about my family. I try to keep my family as, far away from the internet as possible because there's a lot of fucking weirdos out there. There's a lot of psychotic nutbags that, need to be in mental institutions, but they closed all of those down in America, unfortunately. And a lot of them follow me and are obsessed with me. So I try to keep my family and my, them as far away from the internet as possible. If I see anyone like doxing my family or posting about my family, that's an instant block. Stay the fuck away from me. Leave my family alone. They have nothing to do with this. And I don't need weirdos coming after my daughter, which they already are, if you can believe that. But people are actually already going after a newborn baby, and that's how vile and disturbed the internet is. So I'm not gonna ever share a photo of my baby. If you see somebody hunted it down and stalked me or my family and was able to find photos of my baby, report them and block them because that person is a fucking lunatic. But yeah, there's already people that are going after my baby to try to get to me, and I'm like, if you think this is a win, you're more retarded than I thought. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Anna has only just begun to hit the wall. Thank you, Russell. I'm glad that you have hopes for me. Oh shit, thank you for the super chat. Was childbirth as much of a traumatic experience for you as modern culture makes it out to be? Yes. But I had a very unique situation. So I almost died. And I was on the verge of having a stroke because my blood pressure, I don't know how the blood pressure thingy measures, but it was like 200 over, I don't know, one something. And like every single nurse and doctor were freaking out. And I told Peach, I'm like, they're going to try to pressure me to have a C-section. Don't let them like have my back with this. And he's like, yeah, okay. And they were like, I was trying, like, we wanted to leave the hospital. And I swear every nurse and every doctor that like heard us say that came in and talked to us. They're like, you cannot leave. They're like, she's going to die. She's going to have a stroke. If you go home, it's just going to get worse. Like, you need to stay here. It was not good. Yes, that's crazy high. Yeah, I had to Google it because I didn't know, and they're just like, "You need to calm down," like, and they were giving me ice chips, they were, like, fanning me, they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, everything that could possibly stress me out is happening right now because 'cause I'm like, it it was scary, basically, and I'm just like, I'm deathly afraid of needles. I'm afraid of doctors, and I'm afraid of hospitals, and guess what? I had to be in an IV, they had to draw my blood, I was surrounded by nurses, I was in a hospital surrounded by nurses and doctors. So literally everything that could possibly stress me out was happening, and yeah, my blood pressure was through the roof, and I was trying not to freak out, but I'm like, I'm freaking out. It felt like I was in an episode of The Twilight Zone, and most of Anna's blood was Dorito dust. I didn't like Doritos when I was pregnant, but, do they feed you grapes? No, they were just trying to, like, calm me down, and they were just stressing me out more. I'm like, "Can you just leave me alone? Can I go home now?" But, you gotta face your fears eventually, and I obviously did because I was in the damn hospital, but, yeah, my blood pressure was super high, and I was, like, on the verge of having a stroke, and it was bad. It was really, really bad, and that's some of the medication I was on was, like, stroke preventative stuff, so, I think that's why I was swelling so much, but yeah, my blood pressure was, like, insanely high. They showed me, like, a scale picture, and I was like, "Alright, yeah, guess I am all the way in the red." I guess it was kinda like a Looney Tunes thing. It I kind of wish, like, it was recorded, everything that happened, because it really did feel like an episode of Looney Tunes mixed with The Twilight Zone. But, yeah, I feel like Peaches would be better at telling the story because he was not on drugs like I was. They started pumping me with all this shit, and, then there's just help. But, yes, I need to talk about this campaign. Go back my calendar, guys. Go and back it. I don't how many hours do I have left? Like 2, 3? I don't know. But, you guys can go onto this campaign. It is pinned in the chat. I'm sure my wonderful mods have been posting it as well on here, but it is the best images from, each calendar that I've done so far. So it's a compilation of all, 3 of my calendars so far, and when I do eventually get back in shape, I will, possibly do another one, but I have other projects that I wanna do as well, and, like I said, I hate taking pictures, and, I don't really have space for all these costumes anymore. I might start, like, auctioning them off on eBay or something, but, I don't have space now that I have a baby, and, yeah, I kind of, I don't like my photo taken, so I don't know if I'm gonna do this again or not. If you guys want me to, I guess I'm gonna have to. I was gonna do an anime one next, and so I got a couple costumes for that. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do one last one. I don't know. It'll depend on what you guys want. But yes, so go and back this. It might be my last one. But so these are all of the levels that you guys can back at. So I've had people email me and ask me about certain tiers. Guys, I'm trying to make this as easy for myself as possible because again, I have a baby now and I'm going to be fulfilling this all on my own. I do everything. Well, obviously somebody else prints it to me, they ship it to me, and then I put together every single order and I package every order myself and I drive everything to the post office and, send it out for delivery myself. So I need to make this as easy on myself as humanly possible. So I'm not going to add any extra tiers. What you see is what you get. I might add on some secret tiers. So that way only people with the link, like if there's like a very specific thing that you want, and then I'll post that like in the community tab or in the update section if you guys want to go and buy that. That way it'll kind of like limit it, and it'll keep my, you guys see this. I don't know why IndieGoGo did this instead of having it on the side, but it'll keep this all nice and organized. Goes level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. Very simple, straight to the point, makes my life a lot easier versus other campaigns where there's like 10 different things and it's just like hell to put everything together. But okay, so level 1, very simple. The calendar. And then this is something that I did unique for this is each level has its own unique trading card. So level 1 gets the calendar and the level 1 trading card. Level 2 is 2 calendars. So you want, the level 1, I believe, is $30, and level 2, instead of being $60, it's $50. So you get $10 off. So it's, if you want to buy more than one calendar, it's cheaper just to buy this. And you get the level 2 trading card, which is a Samus trading card. And the way that I did that was Rogue is level 1 trading card. And I did that because Rogue was on the cover of my first calendar. She was also the first one that I cosplayed as. So obviously level 1. And then Samus was the cover of my second calendar. So that's the, photo for level 2. Oh, excuse me. Or that's the a trading card for level 3 or level 2. Level 3, you get the calendar. You get, for each campaign that I had a limited edition poster. And I know some people were able to get them, some people weren't. And so I don't sell these. Like, they were only available on the previous campaigns if you back the tier with the limited edition posters. Not everyone is able to get them. And some people have asked about like purchasing them individually. So I want to make this like, in case you already got them and you're like, and I already have these. It's like, well, if you get them, this is the only way to get them. And then you guys can go and, if you want to resell them, you can, and you guys can probably make a profit on it, considering how many people bug me about getting them because they're like completionists. I'm like, well, why didn't you back the original one? Like, I don't know, but that's a way to get it, is here. So you get the calendar, you get the limited edition poster set, and there will also be, I think there is, I'm pretty sure there is one for this campaign as well. I'm like 99.9% sure that there is. I think so. I think I made one for this one. I have to go check, but I'm pretty sure. And then you get the level 3 trading card, which was the cover or the cover character for my last campaign, which is Vampirella. Yeah, so Vampy, level 3. Level 4, you get, the limited edition poster set. You get the calendar, and you get the photo book. For those that don't know, for each campaign that I've done, well, actually not the first one, but the past 2. So what I do is I make a photo book of the previous calendar. So it's like for Vampirella, obviously there was just like one photo of her for like the month of January. Or no, what was Vampirella? Vampirella was, I think, October. So Vampirella, you get the one photo, but obviously I take more than just one picture when I do these photo shoots. I pick like, I don't know, between 4 to 6 photos to have edited all professionally. And then I pick the best one, and that one becomes the calendar page. But so I have all these other photos. And so what I've done in the past is I make a photo book. So if you guys buy the photo book, it's a comic book size. So it's 7x10. And in this book, it's every single photo that I took or that I had edited. And sometimes I'll like see other photos that I like, and I'll send them to Dylan, like, oh, can you like edit this one as well? Like, I didn't pick it originally, but like I kind of like it. It's been sitting in the back of my mind, kind of thing. And so I've done that for the first calendar. So there's the first photo book. Then I did that for the second calendar. So there's the second photo book that came out with the last campaign. And now is the third photo book. So this is like the bikini edition photo book. So this is going to have all of the photos from my bikini photo shoots or bikini calendar, swimsuit calendar. So instead of just seeing that one image that was on the calendar, it's like 6 images of Vampirella. I took like 8 of Quiet, or there's like 8 of them. There's just a bunch more photos. So it's like a little photo book you guys can go through. Some people like it because they like to see inspiration for if they want to like, draw the character in different poses. If they want to like take inspiration from the cosplay, you guys can see it in different poses and stuff like that. And so it's just like a nice little photo book. But so there's that. And so that comes with level 4. And again, you get the level 4 trading card. That one's Siri, because this is the 4th calendar that I'm putting out. And so Siri is the cover in the month of January. So Siri is the 4th trading card. Now, level 5. So this is my biggest tier. This is the get everything tier. This is the calendar, the limited edition photo set, the photo book, and for those that are like, well, I like having all the trading cards. I want all the trading cards. There's no way to buy the trading cards. You can only get the trading cards by backing this campaign. And guess what? You get level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and I'm going to add a level 5 trading card. I haven't decided which one it is, so that one's going to be a surprise. But you'll get 5 trading cards. So this is, and everything is signed. The trading cards aren't signed, though. I don't think so. No. Trading cards are signed. The calendar will be signed, the limited edition posters will be signed, and the photo book will be signed. So all of that will be signed. I don't think I will sign the trading cards. What did I say on here? Yes, okay, so here we go. The trading card set will not be signed, but everything else will. Just because the way that I print them, it'll smudge, and I don't want to accidentally wreck a bunch of trading cards, which I feel with how clumsy I am, that will happen. But so this is the level to get if you guys want everything that is available. So that is how you guys will get them. So those are all of the tiers. Now that you know, I didn't add any stretch goals just because I do apologize. I got very, very busy and very, very sick with the baby and everything. So considering, let's see how many. Let me do a refresh. So right now we're at 27,248 with 250 backers. Let's do a refresh with 6 hours left. Let's see how many hours is actually accurate. Probably 2. Whoa! Oh my gosh, 29,000. Holy shit! I just went up by like 2,000. Should I go get something to drink? I haven't drank since my wedding. I know, since my honeymoon. I don't think I've drank since my honeymoon. I don't know, unless I drank on air. I don't remember drinking. Oh my God. Send me the link. Oh, that's not John. That's Joan. Oh, I got excited. I thought my friends were here to support me. Cecil already told me he can't come on, but if John is in the chat, I will send the link. But I think we're just all having like a chill stream. You can't drink. I can. I already pumped everything that I have for the day. Oh yeah, also get this. With the medication that I'm on, it's like stunted my breast milk production, which I know you guys are all thrilled about. So I can usually do about 5 ounces every time that I do it. And my baby is drinking a lot because she's growing. I don't want her to grow. I want her to stay little. I want my baby to stay little, but she's getting big. But my baby getting all big. I don't like it. But I already pumped everything that I have in me for the day. So I think I might have like a Smirnoff Ice in there. Should I do it if we get to 30,000? Should I take a drink on stream for the first time in forever? I was complaining the whole time. I'm like, this is don't know. I like gin. I like Hendrix. That's my favorite. It was I put Hendrix on my freaking list of boy names because remember we thought we were having a boy for the first 9 months, but and the baby. They want her to be on formula that helps grow, so they want me to mix breast milk, like so she'll drink the bottle. So we have separate bottles, different colors too. The green one is breast milk. The blue one is, I only have boy colors because I thought I was having a boy for the first 8 months. So everything I got was colored boy. So I just bought a bunch of bows, which don't fit her yet because her head's too small. But I bought a bunch of bows that just go with everything. But anyway, so the green one is my breast milk. The blue one is the formula. So she's on formula that like has extra protein to help her grow. So the doctor said, have her drink breast milk, then the next bottle, have her drink formula and like go back and forth as much as possible. But the medication that they put me on, like I can't produce as much breast milk as I naturally would because it like stunts it. It makes my body swell up so I look like a fat sumo Asian wrestler. But for whatever reason, it doesn't allow me to make as much breast milk. So, yeah, it's not as fun. But if we get to 30,000, I will go and I'll do it. But I haven't drank in forever. So yeah, I'm not gonna immediately go for the Hendrix. My go-to drink is Hendrix on the rocks with some Sprite, and I do have Hendrix. I don't have Sprite. I think I have Squirt. I think Peach has bought him and the Munchkin like Squirt. I don't like Squirt. Like it just doesn't taste good to me. I'm a Sprite kind of person. It was all the Star Trek trivia, but okay. If we get to 30,000, I will go and see if there's something I can drink. And I already pumped for the day, so I'm good. And she already had her bottle, so the next one she's gonna have is breast milk. And I even have this like little. It came in like one of the packs. I think my friend got it for me as a gag gift. But yeah, get this. Now that I had a baby and I'm breastfeeding, my boobs leak. So and you know how I know boys aren't gonna like this. You know how they have like pads for when they're on their period? They have pads for your nipples. So that way when your nipples leak, it doesn't get all over your shirt and your bra because apparently breast milk stains. So I have nipple pads that I have to wear in all of my bras, which is so much freaking fun, right? The joys of motherhood. But my friend bought me like that, and like she brought me all like the funny things that she knew was like, we're all gonna laugh about this, the fact that you just had a baby, and it's all this fun, wonderful stuff that you didn't know about motherhood that now you're learning very quickly. But she got me that and like there's like these little strips that you can put in your breast milk to test if like there's alcohol in it. So I actually have those. It was a gag gift, but now I know, right? Um, let's see. Are my eyes deceivingly or did you cosplay as Brian Polito's Lady Death on the thumbnail? If so, base. Yes, I did cosplay as Lady Death. You guys want to see some of more of I can go. Let's see if I can go show my let's see. See. Yeah, there's like a bunch of here. Okay. I don't really like them though. So here's my computer files. So where is it? Yeah, here's Lady Death. So I added or Dylan did some special effects on some. I don't know why it's doing these. Oh, you know what? I think I played with like the opacity or not the opacity. I played with the levels and stuff. Yeah, so here's like some of the Lady Death ones. So this is the same picture 3 times. You know what? Yes. Okay, so this is the original photo that Dylan sent me, and then he's really good with special effects, but I have more experience doing special effects and stuff because I used to do a lot of that with other stuff that I used to do. But this is like a little bit more toned down, and he does it because my photographer, he knows how to like edit things for print. Me, I'm like, I gotta up the visuals and the effects. So this, I believe, was the one. Oh, it's not gonna show it on screen. I'd have to share my entire window. Gosh damn it. I hate it's set now that it only opens on Photoshop, and I don't want to have Photoshop open, especially when I'm live streaming. But no, close Photoshop. Open with images. How do you guys set it so that way it doesn't open automatically with Photoshop? I wanted to open with photos. Okay, here we go. Let me stop sharing screen. Yeah, no, Lady Death was fun. I mean, it was a really hard photo shoot. I was kind of insecure because it was a very small bikini. But so this is the one that was in the calendar. I believe this was the calendar page. I don't remember. But so yeah, so this is I just I don't really like it because I don't really like the whites of my eyes. And I had a straight hair wig, but it wasn't working. So I used this curly haired wig, which was from my first calendar when I did the Mirrored Universe, a Star Trek character. And so I don't know, I just and like Dylan had to like edit out my tattoo that was right here, which I don't know. It's weird not having it there. But yeah, I was just the wigs weren't working. This one was working better than the straight-haired wig, but I don't know, I just like this was really, really small and it was a thong. And so like I had this cape, but the problem with the cape is it wasn't really wide enough. So it's like you see how I'm pulling it here? I'm holding like the bottom of the cape where usually I should have been holding it like in the middle. So I know that nobody here really cares about that, but I'm kind of like an OCD perfectionist. So, and I wanted to have the sword, and it's impossible to find Lady Death swords anywhere. I was scouring Etsy for it 'cause I don't like having the foam swords. I like having the real swords. For my Alita cosplay, I had a real sword. For my Siri cosplay, I had a real sword. I have a house full of real swords, and I'm terrified because I'm going to have a toddler in a couple of years that's going to want to play with them swords. When I did my freaking Red Sonja, I had the Conan the Barbarian sword. But so, here you guys can kind of see it's like you see how it's like kind of toned down. So I just like up the levels. Here we can go through this process. So this is the one that my photographer sent me. I added in like the special effects on here for like magic because I want them to flow. And then I just turned up the levels on it. So, just I think it adds to it. I had to, this is for like when I do thumbnails and stuff. But when I print, I have to match it to my printer's specification. So it's all this other stuff. But so yeah, here's everybody likes this one. I don't like it at all. I think it's because like, again, it's a very small bikini. And I'm kind of insecure about my bits area. It's just, this one I like a lot. I think I like it more with the special effects, but you guys can see how small the cape is. You see how it like doesn't go out very far. I wish the cape was like out here by my arm and then was able to like, be a little bit further out this way. So I think it was just those little things that irritated the fuck out of me. And again, I wish the hair was straight, but it is what it is. But so yes, I did cosplay as Lady Death. I did leave Taggy in there. I didn't Photoshop out Taggy if you guys want to see. Here. Oh, will it not go? Okay, I don't know what's going on, but there's Taggy right there if you guys can see it. So this one I liked a lot, but the guys complained because it covers my abs. But this one I thought was fun. It is kind of, again, the eyes being all whited out kind of bothers me, but that's the character for you. And the wig was driving me crazy. But yes, I did cosplay as Lady Death. So I'm glad that you liked it. I actually met Brian Pulido and I was like kind of starstruck, which I don't usually get. And Billy Tucci was standing off to the side and he introduced him to me. And he's like, Billy was just standing up to the side and he's like, I've never seen you act like that. And I'm like, it's awkward. I don't know what to say. People are saying Rhino's in the chat. What's up, Rhino? What's up, Rhino? How are you? Rhino, next time you come to America, Rhino, you know what? Me and Peaches need to go to Australia while I'm not pregnant so we can all get schmammered. Again, this pregnancy was not planned. Freaking Rhino and Flash were here in LA and I couldn't drink with them in person. I'm so mad at myself. Well, I'm not mad because I'm obviously happy I had a baby, but could have gotten drunk with my boys. Oh, E. Morris, thank you for the Rumble rant. Welcome back, Kinkles. How is the food processor coming along? It's coming along great. I'm alive. My baby is good. It's just one day I guess I'll tell my whole birth story when I can fully process and remember everything. But it was hell. And also, I don't think all of you gentlemen want to hear me talk about having a baby. How is that baby? She is so beautiful. Like I'm so in love with her. Like I could literally just sit there and stare at her face for hours. Like I have done that many times. I am obsessed with her. I told Peaches, I'm like, how many photos have you taken of her? He's like, I don't know, maybe like 20. And I'm like, I have over 800. I'm so close to 1,000. I'm pretty sure now I'm over 1,000 photos of her. But oh my God, I love her. I love my little baby so much. She's so sweet. She's so perfect. Like I just sit there and like I look at her little nose and her big chubby cheeks and I like, your little hair. She's so cute. Creepy. Russell, she's my baby. She's my baby. Yes, come to Australia. Let's get smashed. Bro, I want to see the kangaroos and I want to hold a koala. I want to hold one. Ones that don't have chlamydia, preferably, which I know they all do. So it's probably like a losing thing. Okay, let's check this campaign. Let's see if we got any more backers. So we're at 29,390 with 273 backers, which is weird because when I get emails, it's over 300, but that's what it is. And for those that are like, trying to like poke me about like, this campaign isn't doing as well as others. It's like, well, no shit, Sherlock. You do realize I haven't been online as much because I've been growing a human. For every other campaign, I had an ad in every video. I was doing 3 to 4 live streams a week, not just on my own channel, but on other people's channels. And this year, again, I had a baby. I was super, super sick, and now I know why, considering I was all diseased and dying, and this pregnant. Like, seriously, if it wasn't for modern medicine, I know we give them a lot of shit. If it wasn't for modern medicine, I would have died as a child, and basically everything that I go through in life, I'm like, yeah, I would have died. Like, with this pregnancy, I would have died. Because my baby was like breech, and not only breech, she was like frank breech. Her legs were up her head, so I would have died. My baby would have died. Everything. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I would have survived into adulthood if this was back during like the dark ages or anything without modern medicine. So yeah, but I survived, but this pregnancy was hell. It was absolute hell. Hopefully the next one is not like this at all. Hopefully it's completely normal, and like Chrissy was all working out. Chrissy had like no morning sickness, no symptoms. She like barely showed until later on in the pregnancy. And I'm just like, she made it seem so freaking easy. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll be like Chrissy. No. Literally the exact opposite of Chrissy's experience was my experience. And I'm like, but at least at the end, we both got cute little babies. Got dragon babies. That's right. I am the year of the dragon. Or my baby is. And then somebody said, that means you're the mother of dragons. And I was like, I am the mother of a dragon, aren't I? But yeah, my little baby. But let's see if this went up at all. So again, 29,390 with 273 backers. Let's do a refresh, see if that went up at all. Oh my God, we did it. Oh, I got a drink now. Oh my goodness. Okay. And, I'm going to send the link out to some of my friends. Let's see if any of my friends come and hang out with me. Here we go. I'll send the link in here. Where's Rhino? But I got to go run and grab something to drink. We'll see how this goes. Okay, Rhino, I send it to you directly if you want to come hang out with me. I am going to go run and get a drink, though. Let me put it in Jack show as well. I doubt those guys will come on. I put in the weekly show too, though. So we'll see. I doubt it. I doubt they'll come on. But let's see. What does Russell say? I still say if anyone could deliver a breached baby and walk out of the hospital holding it the same day, it would be you. Glad it worked out, though. Russell, I couldn't walk for like a week. Oh my God. But you know what I did like? You guys, Russell, you will find this morbidly fascinating, I think. I actually enjoyed, I had to have a catheter in me. I loved it. I guess, and they also had these like massage boots on me to like keep the circulation so I wouldn't die, because they had me on some like intense blood thinners or something so I wouldn't have a stroke. And they're like, yeah, you can get blood clots. And I think I did have like a minor one that they were able to get rid of. I don't know. Again, they had me on every fucking drug under the sun. And like, I honestly thought I was dying because like I couldn't see, like I had my phone in front of my face and I couldn't see it. Like I couldn't read it. Like it was like a walking, like I was sleepwalking, and like everything was blurry. Like I knew I could make out Peaches' face. And it's like, actually, you know what a better analogy is? You know when you open your eyes underwater without goggles on? That's the way my vision was for like a week. And so it's like I couldn't get up. I couldn't do anything. I was like strapped to a freaking bed. Again, Twilight Zone episode 100%. But it was not fun. It was not fun. But I liked the catheter because they're pumping me with magnesium, with this, like one bag was magnesium. The other bag, which made me smell funny too. I was like, what is that smell? And Peaches was like, babe, that's you. And I was like, why do I smell like this? And the nurse was like, and she's like, you can't, she's like, you're not supposed to be able to smell that. And I'm like, I smell it. I smell it. And they're probably because I was on drugs. But I'm like, I smell this damn thing. But they're like, okay, well, that's magnesium. And then they had me on some other medication, but they're pumping me with all these liquids and stuff. And I did not have to get out of bed for like a week with, this catheter in me. And I was like, I like this. But yeah, once you get it out of you and then you have to go to the bathroom on your own, it sucks. It sucks so bad. But I enjoyed it while it was there. I liked not having to get up to pee every 5 seconds. Anna loves doctors confirmed. No. No, I did not. I did not like that. But anyways, that was my life. But yes, I thought that you would get a morbid kick out of that, Russell. But guys, thank you for hitting 30,000. I definitely am gonna have to add on some stretch goals. I'll put like extra days on there like I always do. I feel like it wouldn't be right to just have a 12-month calendar. I feel like I gotta have at least a few other months in there as well. So maybe I'll go until March. Maybe 30,000. So it's like 12 plus 3. So if we make it to 40,000, then we can do more than that. But I think that's good. Let me see. Where was the last one? Oh yeah, this was the last one I read. So let me read Russell's. Russell sent me 2 in a row. So only butt stuff for a whole year. Tough break. No, my doctor laughed at me. So my doctor, kid you not, she is like a cartoon character. And I guess I have like the best doctor because everyone was like, oh yeah, everyone like wants her to be their doctor. She's like the best. She is like 6 feet tall, which I didn't realize she was that tall. Because every time I see her, like we're always sitting like in a doctor's office. But she's really fucking tall. And she's like stick skinny. She's like a toothpick. She has like blonde hair that's like perfect. And she's got like ginormous blue eyes. And like the way she talks, she's like, I don't know, like everything about her. I'm like, you are a cartoon character. And I guess she came and talked to me, which was nice. She actually came and checked on me every day I was in the hospital, which I'm like, maybe she's just here all the time. But yeah, she cares about her patients. So I will give her that because it didn't seem like fake. She remembered me and she like was genuine about everything that she said. But she came and checked on me. And that's when she told me, she's like, you can't, she's like, if you don't want something like this to happen again, she's like, you need to wait a year before you have another baby. And I was like, so on my next appointment, when can I get that birth control? And after I was out of the hospital and not on the drugs, and I went in for like my 2-week appointment where they like check up on you. You have to wait until after you have the baby or 2 weeks after you have the baby and you go in, she checks up on you. She's like, do you remember asking me about birth control? And she's like, I've never had like somebody like it in the hospital, baby's just out of them, like bring up the birth control. And I'm like, you understand. And I'm like, you see that pretty boy right there? And I was still on drugs. I wasn't as heavily medicated as I was in the hospital, but I was on, I was on the drugs that they gave me. And I was like, you see him right there? It's like, you see how pretty he is with his long eyelashes? I'm like, he is so fertile. It's like his like Peaches. Oh my God. He just was laughing, but I was like, his little swimmers are Olympians. And because he knows exactly when both of his children were conceived because they were both on his birthday. And yeah, exactly when like those little Olympic swimmers, they once they're out and they're loose and there's no birth control, they're getting their target. So yeah, which is funny considering my baby and the Munchkin were conceived literally on the same day, just 14 years apart. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Peaches on his birthday, I told him, I was like, no more unprotected time, fun time for you on your birthday. But yeah, so Peaches got little Olympic swimmers, and I was like, yeah, if I can't get pregnant for another year, get me on them birth control because his little Olympians, and as fucked up as my genes are, apparently I have both of my ovaries and both of them are, ready to go. They're like, you might die having a baby, but we're going to make sure that you're extra fertile just in case. I'm like, oh, well, thanks. I only have one kidney, but apparently my ovaries and my eggs are prime, right? Let's see. Russell, thank you for the other one. This other super chat sounds like she just looks like you. No, she looks like Peaches. She has my hair color. She has Peaches' eyes. She has Peaches' head shape. Like she looks just like Peaches, but with my hair color and my body hair. Like I was even talking to her today, and I'm like, you look like your daddy. And I'm just like, maybe you'll get a beard like him. And I was like, but it probably won't be from him. It will be from me. I'm like, I hope you don't get it. But yeah, I have back hair. Peaches has chest hair. We're both monkey people. This baby is doomed for the hair, but she's got a full head of hair. So, her head's nice and warm. Swift -1, thank you for the super chat. Congratulations on selling out. ... I mean, getting married and motherhood. How is that selling out? Laughing emoji. 5 minutes after saying you would never. Next, Anna turns on Lucas. Star Wars. I'll never. No. No. Oh my goodness. Ironically, the last time I was able to watch Star Wars was, guys. Okay, another reason that I was so stressed out and about to have a stroke and my blood pressure was so high. So, guys, my cat, I had 2 cats, girl kitty and boy kitty. Their names are Ziggy and Stardust, but we found out later that they were deaf and don't respond to their names. So we just got in the habit of calling them boy kitty and girl kitty. But girl kitty, which was my favorite, she was so sweet. She was so cute. She was so little. She didn't have any teeth. Well, she had like the spike teeth, but she didn't have front teeth. So her tongue hung out like that doing the taco. I can't do the taco with my tongue. She died. It was traumatic. She was completely fine one day, and the next day she was like catatonic. Like she wouldn't get up to eat her wet food, which was weird because the second that they see me go to the cupboard where their wet food is kept, they like freak out and they like run over, and they know that I usually feed them between 6 and 7 at night. And she just didn't get up. And I went and I picked her up and I was like, okay, she's really cold. So I took her inside and I like gave her a warm bath. And my cats are weird. My cats like water because again, they're deaf. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. And she like wouldn't move. And like she just got worse and worse. And she wouldn't like hold her head up. Like, so I had to hold her head out of the water so she wouldn't drown. And then I blow dried her. I was brushing her. I got like a heated blanket and I left her in it. And like Dixie, my dog, and her best friends. So Dixie stayed like in the bathroom with her all night. So I had her in there. I had her on an electric blanket. I had wet food there so she could get to it if she wanted to. I had the litter box in there and she just got worse. And like I was freaking out that she wasn't going to live through the night, but she did. And luckily the next morning we had already an appointment for Dixie and Tulip because to get flea medication, they have to go and have checkups. And the doctor has to approve it so you can get the freaking flea medication. And so I just canceled Tulip's appointment and I took the cat in. And the vet was like, your cat is dying. And they're like, her cat's blood is supposed to be at like a 90 or something, like their red blood cell count. And she was at a 7 or 70. And she was at a 9. I don't remember at this point now. But it was really low. They're like, we want to do a blood transfusion, but that's going to cost you like $7,000. And I was like, And they're like, but, there's a chance that like you could do that. You can spend the $7,000 and it still doesn't work and your cat still dies. So they're like, what we can do is like, we can put her on IV and we can, give her some like medicine and some vitamins. And, if she's like, we'll keep her here until we close, which is at 5. And if she's still not doing good, then we can make an appointment at the emergency vet place and you guys can take her there and do the transfusion. Or you guys can take her home and see what happens. So vet was calling me throughout the day. And then I got a phone call saying that she died and for us to come pick her up. So I was just sitting there and I'm crying. And I already spent like $2,000 on the IV and the medication and the stuff that the doctors had done that day. So I was out $2,000 and my cat's dead. And I was just crying. Again, I'm 9 months pregnant and this is happening. And then Tulip had to be rushed to the vet to have emergency surgery and she lost her eye. And I am, again, extremely pregnant. I had my baby a few days later. And I am like a complete wreck. I had to drive to the hospital because Peaches was holding her because I was like, I can't hold her. Like it just, her eye was hanging out and it was, I don't want to talk about it. But so I'm at the vet and I'm just crying. We went to the emergency vet and I'm just crying and I'm like super, super pregnant. Guess what was on the TV? A New Hope. Star Wars was on the TV. And then like we rushed, like I had just taken a shower and I had like, I literally just was out of the shower, put clothes on, and I went and I sat on the couch. And then Peaches was like just getting out of the shower when it happened. And it was absolute fucking hell. And we like, Peaches didn't even have shoes when we went to the vet. So he's like carrying Tulip with her eyeball hanging out. He didn't have any shoes on. He like just threw clothes on. My hair was still wet. His hair was still wet. We take Tulip to the freaking vet. He gives them to her. And they're like, well, you know, you need to pay this much up front. And neither of us had our wallets. I had my car keys and my phone. So he takes, and they're like, well, I was like, you know, I was like, you go find your stuff, get some shoes on, and, you know, I'll stay here. And he's like, I don't want to, and he was telling the lady, he's like, I don't want to leave my pregnant wife here while she's crying. And he's like, is there any way like we can like both go? He's like, I'll leave you like my phone, or like she'll leave you her phone. I was like, no, just go. I'll watch Star Wars. And so it's just me and like the office lady, and I'm just sitting there crying. And I'm like, oh, my Tulip, my dog, that's my baby. And I'm just crying. And no, Russell did not kind of pop out. She got into a fight, a very, very bad fight. How did you not have your wallet? I don't carry my wallet with me. I didn't grab my purse. It was in the other room. We wanted to get Tulip to the vet as soon as possible so that way her eye can get put back in. And the vet was just basically like, no, the cords are all disconnected. We can't put Tulip's eyeball back in. So Tulip lost her eye. So now I have a one-eyed Pekingese. And so I'm like, okay, a couple weeks ago, my cat dies. Now my Tulip, my princess, my sweet, sweet angel just lost an eyeball. And so, yes, my stress was already up high. I had other things going on, which I don't want to talk about. I've already decided, because I did want to kind of talk about it too, you know, just to, I don't know. I'm one of those people that I keep things bottled up. It drives me crazy. I'm going to do a New Year's stream, and I'm just going to, so yes, on the last day of the year. So on December 31st, I don't know what day that is. When is it? Is it in a day or two? On Tuesday, I'm going to do a New Year's Eve stream, and I'm just going to vent to you guys for a few hours. And I'm going to get everything out that's been bothering me. I won't give details on everything, but there's more stuff that was stressing me out. But we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. I'm going to do a New Year's Eve stream. We're going to have a nice little time. We'll talk about New Year's resolutions, and I'll probably do that during the day, though. Probably do that during the day or in the evening. I don't know. It'll depend on Peaches and the baby. But anyways, I'm going to do a New Year's Eve stream. I'll get a little bit more into what happened there. But yes, so Tulip lost her eyeball. So now I have a one-eyed Pekingese. It was Jesus more. Trust me. Listen. I had a great year. I got married. I had a baby. I also had a very rough year, and I found out who my real friends were. And I found out a lot of shit that's been going on behind the scenes. And yeah, listen, I'll give you a little snippet of it. Can you imagine threatening a pregnant woman? I couldn't. But apparently some people think that that's okay, and that makes them the better person, that it's justified. It's like, oh, hey, you know the stupid internet shit that has nothing to do with real life, that if you tried to explain it to someone that's not on the internet, we're going to sound like a crazy person? Well, yeah. So, yes, it was a great year, but also a lot came out of it. So, or a lot of truths came out. And yeah, it sucks finding it out. And it sucks finding out about stuff. And like I said, I'll explain to you guys from my perspective what happened. I'm not going to give details. I'm not going to name names or anything like that. I'm just going to vent from my perspective of what happened and how I felt in the moment. And once I get it out, it'll be out and I'll never have to think about it again. And I can move on, because I don't want to carry that weight on my back for 2025. Haters gonna hate pretty much, but yes. So on Tuesday, I'll do a little vent vent stream. We'll get everything out. And then I'll talk about all the great things that are going to happen that I have planned for 2025. But yeah. Let's see. Sorry for the bad, but glad you're back. And thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to be back as often as I am, at least for now, just because of the baby. She's so little now. And like right now, I've been going for over an hour, and it's killing me that I haven't seen her in an hour. Like this past weekend, well, when was it? Yeah, we were just there. We went, well, I think it was this past weekend. No, weekend before. We went up and showed the baby. So me and Peaches, we each only have one grandmother left, and his grandma has MS really bad, so she can't travel. My grandma can't travel well either. My grandma's almost 90, so she doesn't do a lot of traveling. The most she can do is like 2 hours, and even that's pushing it. And we live like 7 hours away from our family. So we went up, we stayed with his parents for the weekend, then we stayed with my mom. We saw both of our grandparents, spent time with my brother. And like I just knew, I was like, okay, this entire time I'm not going to get to hold my baby because everyone's going to want to hold my baby. And so I just told Peaches, like, it's been kind of hard because I can see my baby, but I'm like, I'm like, it's okay. She's not going to get to see her grandparents or her great grandmas, very often. So basically we got to his parents' house, handed my baby off to his mom, got to my house. My mom was like, give me that baby. And I'm like, okay. We got to his grandma's house. There's the baby. Got to my grandma's house. There's the baby. So I'm just like, I barely got to hold my baby, and it like just drove me crazy. I'm like, my baby. I can still see her. But even like right now, it's been like an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm like, my baby. But I love her. She's so beautiful. And she's fine. She's with her daddy and her sister. Let's see. All right, so probably 7-hour stream. Maybe I got to go to bed before 10 a.m. 7-hour stream. No, I am not going to be doing that. But yes, let's see. These nuts, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I meant no disrespect. It's okay. I don't even remember what you said. But thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Just Nova, thank you for the super chat. My mom was 5'1" when she had me, and I was 10 pounds of, and I was like, holy shit. Oh my God. See, when I had the baby and I saw her and I saw how little she is, I was still like, this is ginormous. What do you mean this is 4 pounds? What do you mean this is small? I was like, how do women give birth to ones that are bigger than this? And then one of the things that they do at the hospital I was at was they take your baby and they have the babies do a stress test in the car seat. And so they basically put your baby in a car seat. You know the scene in Willy Wonka, with the golden geese, or the geese that lay the golden eggs? Well, and you go into the room and like it's all the geese and they're all sitting there and they're on those like things that shake them so that way they'll hatch the eggs, or they'll pop out the eggs, I think, 'cause they don't hatch. So they basically have a room where it's like you go in there and there's all these babies in these different types of car seats, and they have like all these things strapped onto the baby because they need to make sure that like the baby can take being in a car seat, so that way you can go home with the baby. And they just have like the room, and like the nurse took me there. She was Russian. Her name was Tatiana. And she'd be like, it's okay. Come with me. You want to see your baby? Go take a walk. It'll help with your circulation. It's my roast. I can't do accents, but that was my attempt at a Russian accent. So Tatiana takes me into this room. And again, it's like all of these babies and all of these car seats. And I see mine. And I know, I was like, my baby was 3 days old at this point. And I see all these other babies that are like, that baby just popped out. And I'm like, my baby is the smallest one here. And I was like, how big is that one? I was like, how much does that one weigh? And the doctor was like, well, we don't have labels on all of them. And I'm like, I'm just trying to compare because mine is the little one. And they're like, this one's probably about 7 pounds. I'm like, 7 pounds? I'm like, that's like ginormous. I'm like, that's a big baby. I look at newborn clothes for newborn babies. I used to think that they were tiny. I'm like, that is ginormous. My baby's not going to be able to fit that till she's like 4. Like, I have a little baby. But holy shit. 5'1" and had a 7, almost 8 pound baby. Hell no. A Tippity Tail McKitty, thank you for the super chat. My wife had preeclampsia, C-section, 3 pounds and 3 ounces. Oh my God. See, I didn't have the preeclampsia. I had the full-on eclampsia. It sucks. Your wife's a trooper. I hope your baby is healthy and so you know what it's like having a teeny tiny little baby. But yeah, poor your wife. Oh my God. But thank you for the super chat. And I hope everything is well with her and your baby. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. Are you going to get one of those frontal tramp stamp tattoos to cover the C-section scar? No, Russell, I'm not. I don't have a scar. Let's see. Oh shit, my goal is. Thank you for the super chat. God damn it! I wish Cecil was at the hospital with a camera to record the whole thing. I told Peaches to record it, and they said no. They won't allow you to record anything nowadays. They're like super scared of getting sued or something happening. Oh yeah, I read that one. Just Nova, thank you for it. Sorry to be a downer, but I never did the last calendar and photo book. I'll cross my fingers this time around. Oh, no, it's okay. Thank you for supporting this time. I appreciate it. Yeah, you don't have to get the previous one. I just new people come in all the time. This is, can be just discovering this and whatnot, which by the way, let's check. Let's do a refresh. We're at 30,223, 279 backers. Let's see if we got to 280. Let's do a little refresh, see if this went up at all. Oh my gosh, thank you. 30,403 with 282 backers. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see if we can get to 31,000. I still owe you guys a drink. Kentucky Tim, thank you for the 20. Congrats on increasing the population of Hobbiton. The Brandies and Baggins and Tukes are celebrating. Happy New Year. Looking forward to the new merch as my artist daughter loves your art and eye lessons. And yes, have a drink. Oh, well, thank you for the 20, my dude. And oh, that's awesome that your daughter is into art and she likes my eye stuff. Yes, that's a big... Guys, I'm almost done. I haven't been streaming these, which is bad. I know. I have been painting, though. You guys want to see some of them? These are the last 4 that I painted. These are the last 4 that I've painted. This last one is 197. I only have 3 more, and I'm going to try to stream those. I know you guys will get mad at me if I do all 200 and I don't stream them. But this last one I painted was actually my mother's. She was not amused at how old she looked in the photo that I took of her. So she's like, here's this photo. Use this photo of my eye. And I'm like, Mom, you're like 30. And she's like, I am 34 in this photo, Anna. Paint me from that one. I was like, okay, so this is my mom's eye from when she was 34. My mom has like sea green eyes. They're not blue. They're sea green. I've never met another person that has the same color as my mom's eyes. But and this it was a little blurry because the photo is whatever decade when my mom was 34. But yeah, it's my mom's eye. She was not amused at how old she looked in the photo that I took of her now. And I'm like, Mom, you're in your 60s. Like, of course you're going to have wrinkles and stuff. She's like, use this photo. I'm like, but your eye color here. She's like, Anna, you can look at my eye now. My color didn't change. Just use the color now and paint that on on the one of me looking younger. I was like, all right, Mom. But yeah, and she's not amused at how old I made her look in this one. I'm like, Mom, come on. But yeah, this is my mother's eye. So this is eye 197. But I don't even think I captured the color correctly anyway, but it is what it is. So, and then this is this is one of my friends, and so he had volunteered for it. Well, I forced him to because he has partial heterochondria, is that how you say it? And he was not amused at how old he looked in it either. And I'm like, you're 67, man. Like, come on. But I like painting older people's eyes because there's so much detail in it. It's fun. But yes, if you guys want to see, I have been posting it on my art Instagram, and I have them all ready to go and scheduled to release on my art YouTube channel. So yeah. Heterochromia. That was the word I was looking for. Yes. Thank you. He's got partial heterochromia. There's actually only 2 people that have volunteered that have that, and that's Kelly Jedi Bunny, and then oh shit, got it, good, and then my friend, he's got it too. But yeah. But so yes, thank you everyone for the support. I appreciate it. Let me see if anything has changed over on Rumble. Which yes, Rumble, my eye is next. Oh shit, I painted stuff out of order. I am sorry. Let me see who Jet Sparks says my eye is next. I grabbed all of the ones of people that volunteered in real life. So that way you guys wouldn't miss yours. I am painting over 200 because I do have over 200 submissions. Did I tell you? I hope I have yours on here, Jet. Let me see. What's your email? The next person I have on here is a gentleman named Scott. Then there's Brittany, then there's Devin, then there's Elena, there's somebody named T, Alana, Chrissy, John, my dad, Frank, J Bama, Mrs. Bama, Ryan, Jane, Sean, Holly, Steve Giblin, the eyeball of Russell Hall, and Wise Guys are my list of people. Was any of those you? I hope so. I don't have anyone on here say Jets. Do you need ideas for placenta cooking recipes? Have you considered? Oh my God, no. My placenta got, I'm sure, thrown away. It was bad. Scott is me. Okay, then you're next. Yes, you are next. You are next. So I am trying to stream it so that way you don't miss it. Okay. Yeah, I did change up my order of things. The last 10 on here were just people that got in last minute, and so there wasn't any definite order. I really wasn't keeping one. So I just painted all the people that I knew from real life that had volunteered or that I forced to volunteer. So those are people that like they're not going to watch the stream anyway, so I didn't want to ruin anything for they're like somebody that was looking forward to watching me stream it. So I will be streaming. Doxed. Oh no, I didn't dox him. It's just the name that was given. It might not even be his eye. It could be his freaking dad's or his son's or something. But yeah, I have lots of pictures of my placenta. You guys want to see them? It's really freaking gross. But my doctor like looked at it. She's like, "Oh yeah, here's everything that's wrong with it." I was like, "Oh yay, oh yay." Let me see. Russell, thank you for save the explanation for the breastfeeding streams. Well, I'm not going to breastfeed on air, but I probably will have to pump my boobs on air because when they're full, they start leaking and that's not fun. And it also hurts really bad. Borg, what's up, man? I messaged you on Insta about the calendar. I didn't get. Oh shit. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just bought the new one. Glad you're alive and well. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Borg, I'm sorry. I haven't really been checking my Insta messages. I will get back to you tonight. Let me write that on my arm. How do I not have a pen? That's what happens. Damn it. Here we go. I got it down. Sorry, Borg. Once I get off air, especially when I was pregnant and stuff was happening, threw everything off. So I apologize. I will get back to you and we'll fix it. Okay. But thank you for backing and Merry Christmas to you as well. I hope you're doing well, dude. Russell, thank you for super chat. Hashtag squirt is P. Ew. The N7 Spartan 111. Thank you for the 5. Congratulations on the baby. You're going to be a cool Star Wars mom. How's life been, by the way? It's been hard, but my sweet little princess makes everything worth it. She is absolutely perfect, and I love her so much. Russell, thank you for the super chat. 2 super chats in a row. I still say if anyone could deliver a breached baby and walk out of the hospital holding it the same day, it would be you. Glad it worked out, though. I think I read that one, but thank you. Anna, the road of catheter play is a dark, twisted path. Remember that the x-ray of the chick who had a whiskey tumbler in her bladder? Repent. No, I don't remember that, but ow. Ow, ow, ow. Hells to the no. Chuck Castle, thank you for the super chat. Did they sew you back together or staple you? Red Walrus TMNC52, thank you for super chat. And congrats and welcome back to live streaming. Oh, thank you. I did the Jack Show and Flashcast, but this is my, I think, first solo stream. And I'm already dying. But thank you for the support. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. You were born with that birth control. What? And then so Tulip's eye kind of just popped out. No, it was bad. The squid, thank you for the super chat. My mom's cat is also one-eyed, but due to an owl attacking her. Oh my God, fuck that owl. Oh, poor kitty cat. Thank you for the super chat. I hope the cat is okay now. Russell Hall, thank you. Just put a glass eye in there to look the same. No, they sewed it all up. So it just looks like she's looking at you with one eyeball. Rimroot 23, thank you for being a member for 29 months. I'm digging the thick Anna. Do I really look that bad? Damn it. Ning the Merciless, thank you for the super chat, my dude. Thank you for the $20. Congrats on the little alien for the diaper fund. Thank you. Yes, my baby is still in preemie diapers. They were way too big for her at first. Like, we had newborn diapers. I'm like, this diaper does not fit my baby. We got preemie diapers and they were still big. And they're like, this is the smallest diapers that they make. So we've been on preemie diapers since she was born and they're still too big for her. So yeah, my baby is little. I have a little baby. For those that don't know, I have a poll in the chat. I said, what kind of content would you like to see more of from me in 2025? Videos, live streams, or shorts? Videos right now has 45%, live streams has 50%, and shorts has 5%. So, looks like you guys want me to live stream more. I will try to do one. Should I do like a scheduled live stream like once a week? I think I should do at least one live stream a week on my channel. I'm going to try to commit to that. I think that's easy. That's something that is realistic. I don't want to have anything like too much because then I try to do too much and then I just can't. Ugh, it's hot. I have my heater on. It was so cold out here. I hadn't been out here in so long in my little shed. But I think I came out here like to get my painting stuff because I moved it all to my kitchen table so I could be inside and paint and watch my baby while she sleeps. But yeah, I haven't been out here in a while. The squid, thank you for the $20 super chat. That's not cheap. Thank you so much. You don't look bad. Your face is just noticeably more chubby than pre-pregnant Anna in a good way. Really? Is it really? Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. I need to go to the gym. If I just can go to the gym and do some laps in the pool and lift some weights and get like on a regular routine, I will be fine. I will be back in shape in no time. But the fact that I can't until January 15th is driving me fucking crazy. I don't even know where my dogs are now, but I'm just going to spell it WALKs because if they hear the word, they'll go crazy. And I'm not going to go give them one at 11 p.m. at night. So I've been going on so many WALKs with the baby and the dogs. And I've been trying to like do stretches here at home and like just at home workouts, but it's just not the same. So it's driving me crazy that I can't work out. So January 15th is the day I can go back to the gym. And trust me, the second I can go back to the gym, I'm going to the fucking gym because I cannot stand looking at myself in the mirror. But surprisingly, I will tell you all my weight. Before I got pregnant, I weighed 114 pounds. You don't have to believe me, but it's the truth. I weighed 114 pounds. I almost made it to 150 pounds. I was at 149 pounds when I gave birth to my baby. And I kind of wanted that extra pound just so I can say like I got to 150 pounds. But I weighed 114 pounds. That was a lot for me. I was always told that, I was underweight. They're like, you need to weigh at least 130 pounds. I'm like, I would be fucking fat if I weighed 130 pounds. And because I guess for America, obviously we have fat people here. So that makes the average higher. And I'm like, if I weighed 120 pounds, I would be fucking fat. But so I weighed 114 pounds before I got pregnant. And let's see. It was great. Everything was proportionate and everything. But then I got pregnant and obviously you gain weight. And they wanted me to gain more weight. And I'm like, no. And they're like, but you need to for the baby. And I'm just like, why is the baby, if this is really going towards a baby, why for the first time in my life, have a fucking double chin? And finally I got hips though. I will say that I do have hips. I have hips now, but I'm like, why is everything that I'm eating not going to my belly? Why isn't my belly ginormous? Like I was really irritated because I wasn't getting a belly. I didn't get a belly until like the last 2 months of my pregnancy. I'd like, stand out like this, sticking my belly out. I was not amused that nobody could tell I was pregnant. Everyone would see me from behind like, oh, I couldn't even tell you were pregnant. I'm like, give me a break. But so it was one of those things where it's like, my belly was not showing. I was not amused by it until finally last trimester, you can finally see that I had a freaking belly. But so, oh my goodness, somebody is here talking about people getting fat. Hi, Shane.
I'm not getting fat. I used to be fat.
I know,
I might become fat again. It's possible, but I mean.
Well, I should have rephrased that. Getting into shape from being a fat person. So Shane, I'm telling them about how before I got pregnant, I weighed 114 pounds. I got to 149 pounds. And now I weighed myself. I was at 148 pounds 2 days ago. And then the next morning I weighed myself. I was at 134 because a lot of the swelling went down. So I haven't weighed myself since, but I was like, that's still a significant drop, but I'm not allowed to work out until January.
Wait, how many pounds in how many days?
One night.
How many pounds is that?
I don't know, math. So from 148 to 134 in one night.
14. That's not 4. Wait, what? Wait, 34 to 48. So that's more than 10. That's somebody in the chat. Like,
well, what happened was I was super, super swollen and I just didn't take
13 pounds in one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that weight, like, even if you're swollen, like, I mean, that would be water weight or something. That doesn't make sense.
No, I think it was water weight because so I have to wear like binders and stuff, and like my legs were like this big and my feet were this big, and then when I woke up, my legs and my feet weren't swollen anymore.
Yeah,
and
but the water mass can't just leave your body like that. You would either have to sweat it out or urinate or something. So that much weight in that day.
I did sweat a lot. I sweat a lot now when I sleep, and then I did pee multiple times that night.
Okay, that's not healthy. That's almost dehydration. Like, are you like drinking enough liquids?
I drink about 10 of these a day, full.
That still is like, I mean, I'm talking, I've known pro fighters trying to lose weight, or not, some are pro, but some are like mainly amateur trying to go pro. And I'm talking about weight loss drop like that in 24 hours, like, is not healthy. It's bad for your kidneys. It's bad for everything. And even dudes I know doing that, they're like going into saunas and shit with, like clothes on, trying to drop that.
Maybe
and still not 14. Like, that's crazy.
Maybe my little weight measuring thing, what is that, a scale? Maybe my scale's broken, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. But even if it is right, that's bad. You need to go see it. You need to tell your doctor that. You can't drop that much weight in 24 hours if you're not trying and be okay.
Hours. It was like 8 hours.
8, that's even worse.
I'm
Did you
fine.
take Anna? Are you leaving out a gross detail that you kind of shit like a
No.
fucking log? I mean, is there that part you're leaving out?
Ow,
Like this
ow,
doesn't make
no.
sense.
No, ow. Well,
I
no, because
mean,
even Peaches and the Munchkin, they could see a noticeable difference in me in the morning. I just didn't take the medication, and when I went to bed, I looked like when I took the binders off, it looked like I still was pregnant, and my legs were about the same size as my torso. When I woke up, belly was gone, legs were back to normal as they are now, and,
yeah.
yeah, because they say when you weigh yourself, you're supposed to do it in the morning, like, after you go pee, so I did that,
Right.
and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm down all this weight, yay," and then I
Dude.
went and I showed Peaches and I showed the Munchkin, they're like, "Oh my god, you look so much better," and I was like,
Right.
"Thanks."
Speaking of fat shame, look at this fat shame photo I found.
Is that really you? Oh my god, that cannot be you.
Read my hat.
Show me that butthole. Nice. Uh, but Shay, no, you have to remember, I only have 1 kidney, so sometimes it, like, works in overtime.
Okay,
Maybe
I'm
this
gonna
feels weird.
stress this again. You should probably tell your doctor you lost that much weight in that amount of time. I'm serious. I want you to
I
call your
will.
doctor tomorrow. Tell your doctor that because the fact that you have 1 kidney, that means like whatever's
Well,
happening, all the
tomorrow
weight of it is on that one. This
well,
is not good for organs.
I know. Tomorrow's Monday, right? I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'll be fine.
You need to bring up how much weight you lost in how much time.
I will.
I mean,
Well,
that's
now you're
not
dad here.
dude, I've seen people purposely try to dump weight, and that is ungodly amount of weight for 8 hours.
I don't know what happened. I think she's gonna be more mad at me about
Why
the
don't
fact
you
that I'm
just
not
get honest with everybody that you took 3 big shits?
I wish it was that simple, Shane, but I didn't. I do sweat a lot when I sleep now, which is really frustrating.
That's 14 pounds of water weight. Dude, that's
But
like
no, Shane, you
your
could do it.
dehydration, like you need an IV.
Well, that was 1 or 2 days ago. All my days are mixed up, and I'm still fine, so I don't know. I don't know what happened. My mutant genes just kicked in, but yes, it was very traumatic, but I'm happy about it, but I'm still fat and I still can't work out. So,
Well, you're probably gonna. Well, now there's some good news here. Bad news. You could be losing some muscle weight from not being able to work out. So some of your weight loss
probably.
could really just be muscle.
I don't know if this happened to Yanzi, but because Terry was her first baby. So when it's your first time, like your abs are either gonna like split on the sides or down the center. My abs split down the side or down the middle. So my abs went like from perfect to like this. So it's gonna take a lot to get my core muscles back, which I'm not happy about. Did Yanzi have that problem?
Her abs didn't split down the middle.
Okay, so she had it on the side, so it just pushed forward.
Yeah.
Well, lucky her. But so I'm gonna have to go and work extra hard to get that back and get them to come back together.
Well, I mean, are you planning on having more than 1 kid?
Yeah, but I have to wait at least a year to have another one. So that way all the shit that happened to me this time doesn't happen again.
Well, I mean, you should work to get back, but like it seems pointless if you're just gonna blow them out again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, thanks, Shane.
I mean, if you're just gonna blow the abs back out, then what's the point? You know. But if you have some time in between,
If you're gonna get fat later on, what's the point of even getting in shape
well,
now?
that's why some women actually are like, well, let me just do them back to back, so and then they get their body back.
Oh, they're saying maybe I drained 2 gallons from my boobs. That is true. You do leak when you're
Well, like, that
sleeping.
was the other thing. Like, I mean, all of these are a factor. You're going to have to tell your doctor this because, like, especially with new medication and everything, I don't. Something there just does not sound right, dear.
Well,
I'm
I
just being
didn't.
honest.
Oh no, it doesn't sound right either. But nothing about any of this whole situation is right in any way, shape, or form. But that's me for you. Like they had like
Right.
all written down, like, oh, she's allergic to
Oh,
this. What?
before I forget, because I said it last night on stream, but I doubt you watched that stream. I mailed that X-Men book to you last week.
Oh.
So I don't know how long it takes to get there, but you know,
Did you mail it to
whatever.
my house? Did you mail it to my
What?
house or my P.O. box?
PO box.
Okay, I'll go to my P.O. box. I was gonna open up some of these packages that I got, but I don't know if any of them are. That's not you. Hey, did you send me these action figures?
No.
Okay, I don't know who sent them to me, but they sent it to my house, and it's only someone that knows my real name, which would be you, John, Cecil, and like 2 other people.
I'll be honest with you. You told me your real name, but I didn't remember it.
It's fine.
I mean, and I don't mean that as an asshole, but
you're
like as an asshole, I don't want to know your real name.
It's okay. But I was talking about how I have every action figure of Thrawn that they've made in this size, and how I didn't want to buy the Ahsoka one because it's Ahsoka, and then how I buy 2, so one I can open, one can keep in the box, and then this was on my doorstep. And so I think somebody sent it to me for Christmas because I didn't buy it, and nobody that I know in real life would have bought that for me. So it's someone, and I don't know who did it. So it's probably Cecil, but I will find out eventually. But thank you. Did you want me to send you the second book? Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know what it is you have, but you can send it to me.
Was this the one you were talking about?
I have that.
Oh, I thought
Wait.
this was what you were talking about.
Wait, let me see the spine. That's Jim Lee X-Men. Is there a volume number on it?
This is volume 2. See, I wanted volume 2.
Volume 2, Jim Lee X-Men. Let me look.
Because I was looking for volume 1, and I heard you and John talking about it. You said you had volume 1, but you didn't have volume 2.
Yeah, I have that. I have that.
Okay.
It's on my shelf.
Do you have volume 1? Is that what you said?
No.
See, that's the one that's impossible to find. That's the one that I thought you had.
No. I have that one.
Thank you. I'll go check my P.O. box. I can finally drive again, so I don't need to wait on Peaches to drive me.
There is no actual X-Men Volume 1. There shouldn't be, because that has X-Men number 1 in it, unless it collects a bunch of the other X-Men books
I think
leading
it
up
is.
to that.
I have it in my Amazon cart, but it's just like ridiculously overpriced, so it's like I'm not giving into it unless I see it on.
Well, here's the thing with those omnibuses. They do reprint them with a different cover. Because at one point, somebody was wanting like a ridiculous amount for John Burns. It was the X-Men omnibus volume I was missing. I want to say it was like volume 1. It's the 1 or 2. It's the one that's got like him holding Phoenix, or him and Phoenix back to back. And I wanted that one, and it was overpriced. And then what they did is they were like, we're reprinting it with a new cover, and then everybody dropped their prices down. So I got the original first one at a reasonable price because Marvel just said they were reprinting it with a new cover. So I was like, fuck it. Got it for a decent price. That's what I'm saying. Anna's closing down her calendar.
I am. We're at almost, we broke 30,000, which is awesome considering I haven't promoted or talked about this at all compared to all my other ones.
Yeah. Well, you've been pregnant. Guys, if you guys want to see the Mona Lisa before it cracked, go over here back to this calendar.
Yeah, guys, go back it is pinned in the chat over on YouTube, as well as on Rumble and on X. I think if you just go to my previous post, you guys can go and click on it.
Yeah, I was on with Ethan. He's closing down a campaign too. Everybody's closing shit down. It's like,
yeah, we all, I guess, launch things on the same day. What is Ethan closing?
I think the Ultra warts and all. So everybody's got something they're pulling down.
I have the first one. I don't have. I guess this is the new version of it. But see, the problem with backing Ethan stuff is, at least whenever he sends something to me, it must be on his end or the people there because they play soccer with it. So I got the last couple and they're all super, super damaged. So I'm just like, I'll wait for him to do the dinged and damaged on his eBay because it's gonna get destroyed anyway if it's coming from him. The action figures are fine though, but when it's a big book like that, it always gets destroyed.
I think he's got a PVC of Heather Swain in that campaign. So there's some other stuff in that campaign besides the book. It's kind of I don't know. It's a unique campaign in that sense. But what's been going on with you? Like, what's
I had a baby.
I'm tired of the baby talk. I mean, like, I mean, there's more going on with you than that. Like, there's got to be.
I almost died. I've been on every drug imaginable the past couple weeks. Oh, my family is family, you know.
Yeah.
It's my sister's birthday today, but we don't speak, so yeah.
You should call her and say happy birthday, bitch, and hang up. That way she can't throw it in your face you didn't remember, but at the same time you insulted her, so you're even, like, you know.
She hasn't told me happy birthday, I think, my entire life, and she didn't say anything about the baby, so.
Wow.
I know. It's family for you, but I don't know what else is going on. Oh, I'm super close. I only have 3 more eye paintings till I get to my 200.
Then what?
Then I gotta do all the people that submitted later that are past 200, like John. You wanna see what John's eyeball looks like? It's very bizarre.
It probably looks different after I kicked his ass in that train race. I think I took a spark out of his eye, like, that'll never replenish.
Actually, I don't have his permission to show his eye photo, but you can count each individual eyebrow hair or lack thereof, I should say.
Lack of, yeah.
No, you destroyed him, and John is very bitter about that defeat because John doesn't like getting beat. But I think Cecil's right. You taught John the true meaning of Christmas because he got
I
all
taught
excited.
him the true meaning of losing. What are you talking about? Christmas, nothing. He learned defeat.
You gave him the Christmas spirit by making him get into.
Dude, me beating John is like the first time Clark Kent ever kryptonite damaged him. He didn't understand pain until that train off. Like, he didn't even understand he could get cut.
This is true. And now at least when I talked to him on Jack Show, he was very much in denial and bitter about the fact that you beat him and everyone could see it.
Well, he saw it. That's the thing. He just hoped everybody else didn't see it. Like, John was like forever, well, show me your train chain, and he would try to get it out of me. And it's like, no, you messed up by showing your hand. I'm not showing you mine. And, Texas Mofo came in and helped me out like a champ. I had the idea. I was like, Texas, can you just come up with a train? And it just got to end in mange somehow. And I said, I go, I'll put my train in between it. I'll edit it, but I need mange, Christmas mange at the end of it and the beginning of it. And he's like, okay, I'll see what I could do. He sent me that back. He's like, I'm sick. I can't. I would normally do better, but I've been sick. And I'm like, oh, it's all right, man. It's the holidays. I appreciate you. And I look at it and I'm like, fuck it. This is great. I'm not even going to put my train in it. So I released that. And John, even the night before, he's like, please show me, Shane. Please, please, please. He's like begging practically. He's trying to get it out of me, pull it out of me. I'm like, nope, I'm not opening up. I'm not opening up. I'm just weathering the storm of John Malin's bullshit. I'm waiting. So in boxing terms or in fighting, what I did is I was a counter fighter in the whole train off. That meant, like, I took his abuse and I waited. I waited for him to overswing. I waited for an opening. I just pulled him in deep. Then I let it out.
That's what she said.
Rope-a-dope. Yeah. I let it out all over the place. And then poor John is left. Public spectacle of one, overcommitting to the train, which he did. And that hurts.
Well, didn't he
When you're
spend like over $1,000 on this thing? John doesn't spend money on anything.
I told him that too. I was like, "What if this, John?" And this was a weakness of mine. Somewhere in the middle of it, I said, "John, what if it's just a crazy psyop, and I'm just pulling you into this train hobby, just to bleed you out? Like, what if I'm like, this is a space race, and I'm telling you, I'm going to make a pin that writes upside down in zero gravity, and then the other country's like, yeah, we are too." Except we're not spending that money, and I'm bankrupting you, and we're just using a pencil. What if? And it hit him then. But see, he had already committed to it. Like, so it was nothing he could do. Like that, I think he knew before. It was in his head that maybe, just maybe, I'm not even trying. Except I did make a train for Terry. But I wasn't going to go crazy. I wasn't going to engulf my whole living room,
Yeah, he went all in and like, but you know what? You did what he does on those like drawn and quartered shows or on the drawing streams where it's like everyone else you can see what they're drawing the entire time and then John gets to see and then shows him his masterpiece at the end. He did what he never does on the drawing streams and you hit it. You showed a little bit at first, got John enticed, then John went all out and you fucked him up, dude.
Don't tell him that.
Oh,
Just, next Jack show, let him know that you really think he won.
I think I'm hosting next Jack show, so I will.
Just be like, John, I feel bad. You really won, John.
Guys, yeah, because John hosted this last time, so I think it is me next.
Yeah.
I got all fucked up because of the baby. Okay, so yes, on Thursday I will be hosting Jack show. I will rub it in his face the entire time.
Not rub it in, just give him the W. What am I gonna do with a W for a train off? Let him have it.
Oh, I think it's hilarious.
It probably means more to John. I think he should have it.
Really?
You see what I'm doing now? It's worthless.
I think you need to have a giant trophy next to you the way John has his.
Yeah, with a train, like a train trophy. Like it's got like a little Thomas the Train Engine, like spray painted gold duct tape to a bowling trophy.
Yes, I think they make train trophies somewhere. Let's see.
Yeah,
Google it.
I probably do deserve a train trophy. That was psychological warfare. That wasn't even about the train anymore. I got in his head. He couldn't sleep. He said when he saw that video, he couldn't sleep. And then it wasn't even till way later he even got to see my real train. Like I just kept pulling him back in. It's like, they're probably going to write. They're probably going to document it in like military strategy books and shit. Like what I did to him, like and basically how to bankrupt like a country, like you could just topple like your enemy, like bust apart the infrastructure, get the people disheveled. They don't know what's going up. They don't know up from down. It's why not?
See, look, this one right here, but it needs to be giant. You see, it says All-Star Champions, got a picture of a train. We need to find this. Let me see. Maybe shopping. Oh, wait. Let's see. I don't want to do shopping. Well, someone on the internet knows where to get this. We need to get that and send it to Shane so you could have that right there the way John has his little trophy.
That'd be nice.
It would be nice. So one of the things about having a baby, it kind of ruined my plans because I was gonna do this art show. And I was painting yours, Ethan's and Cecil's characters as Santas, and they would just all be up on a wall and no one would know who the fuck these characters were as Santa. But I was painting your Little T guy, and so nobody's going to deny Black Santa, right? And I didn't get to finish because I had to have the baby early, but you can see John and Cecil. Yours was the one I was not as far along with, but almost your little T.
That's great. That's great.
It's not done. His beard is, just not there. But next
Black
Christmas, Next Christmas, it will be my goal is to have it
He's
done.
all like, ho, 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 sit on my lap, ho.
Yeah.
Telling them white women, get on my lap.
Well, one of my friends was like, "You're not really gonna submit that," and I was like, "Yeah, if they deny black little midget Santa, then they're right."
I mean, that's like, I mean, you got a lot of hate in your heart against a black midget.
But having my daughter did deny that of getting finished on time. But I was gonna.
Is she sleeping through the night?
No, she's not. She goes
Mm.
to sleep around 1 and then she wakes up at 4. But so I've been going to bed at 7 and then I wake up at 4 and I take care of her all morning and all day. And Peaches stays up with her at night until 1 and he puts her to bed at 1. So it's not like she's like waking up like every hour kind of thing. Like when she sleeps for 2 to 3 hours, sometimes even 4 or 5. But we have it so that way we can both sleep. And then in the afternoon she takes a nap and I take a nap or I took a nap today at the same time, but Peaches takes a nap. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Why did you guys struggle
This
with Harry?
period of time later in life, you'll block out. Like you will be so sleep deprived and irregular sleep that you won't remember a lot of this.
Yeah, well, I don't want her to get big. I want her to stay little like this. She's my little. She's so little. She's my little baby. She's little.
Yeah. No, they start popping out. Or I mean, out of their clothes, like they grow out. It's kind of like the Hulk. Like they just like you'll start seeing the little booty splitting open and their toes ripping out, and then they flex and the sleeves blow off their onesies. It's
Well, no,
crazy.
she's in preemie clothes and they're still too big for her. The closest clothes that I can find that will fit her are American Doll clothes. And they're almost like they're too expensive to even buy
Yeah.
for my baby, you know? So all of her clothes are just oversized for her. Like we've been in preemie diapers since she was born and
Yeah.
they're still too big for her. So
Are
everyone's like,
they
she's gonna
saying
shrink.
that this will affect her size later in life or no?
Probably, but they have well, they're like she's growing. So when she was born, she was 4 pounds 14 ounces, and so now she's 5 pounds and 2 ounces. So she is getting bigger, and they have been giving her formula along with breast milk, but the formula is like I don't know protein, so she'll grow. Let's see, in demand or not. Many of us haven't been paid yet. Yes, it is going to go in demand. I don't know how long I'm going to have it in demand though, and that's only reason it's going in demand is because I was terrible about promoting it because I was pregnant and sick, and then I had my baby early. So yes, ladies man, don't worry. It is going to go into in demand. Let's see. I got 2 hours left. 30,403 with 282 backers. Let me do a refresh on here. Let's see. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Thank you guys so much. $31,015 with 290 backers and 1 hour left. Thank you so much, everyone. Go and back it if you haven't already. I appreciate it, considering I was terrible but promoting about this campaign and talking about it and just making content in general. I really appreciate everyone that's come out and supported me in my campaign. And Shane, thanks for showing up for one of my closeout streams.
Oh yeah, definitely. Dude, I know you're like in entertainment stuff, but like I think, and I was thinking about it all day today because I went and saw like Nosferatu, right?
Oh, is it good?
Yeah, I think it might be movie of the year.
Really?
A lot of people are even saying it in my comments and stuff, like they think it's movie of the year, and I kind of think so too. Like I think that's like gonna be the new Godzilla -1. Like, a
Oh.
lot of people weren't expecting it's a fucking crime that thing did not come out at Halloween. Like, it's bizarre, but they knew it wasn't. It's not like something happened because there is one scene in the movie and there's a Christmas tree. So, I mean, that you could tell while they were filming it, they knew it would always come out when it came out. But it's retarded. That thing did not come out in October.
Huh.
It is so stupid because
Well,
it's the creepiest vampire movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
really? Somebody said
Yeah.
it was like full frontal nudity, and I'm like, I don't want to see
No,
that.
it one for a split second, and
Okay.
it makes you jump a little bit. But it's just the way he comes across. I mean, you know how like they're always saying like, there's something demonic about vampires, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's just always said, but it never really comes across in the movie besides that they hate crosses, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
this thing feels like the fucking devil. Like
Oh.
it is eerie and disturbing. Like you don't like it. You want it off camera. Actually,
Mm.
every time he's coming back in the room, you're like, ah, fuck, more of this thing. It's unnerving. Like dude, to me, like it's great, but I can see some people just being like, it's artsy. But yeah, that guy's movies are usually art house type movies, but I think he
What
nailed it with this.
what movies has he made?
He did a Viking movie that had that Skarsgård guy in it that people were giving him shit for not having
Oh,
minorities in it.
his brother, because isn't his the one of the Skarsgård in this one? Let me see.
Yeah, the one that plays Pennywise he's Nosferatu.
Okay,
What's
so
the name of the Viking movie? I can never remember it. The Norseman or something?
let me see.
You
Director.
have an $80 or a $50 super chat there.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness, Link! Thank you for the $50 super chat. I need to get a little cheers button. Thank you for the $50 super chat. Cheers, Anna. I back your campaign at the 3rd level. Hope you have a great new year. Aw, Link, thank you so much. I did say if we got to 30,000, I would take a drink of alcohol, and I have not. I might save that for my New Year's stream, just because I guess I could drink now, but thank you, Link, for the 50. Maybe I'll.
And fuck Woden shot. He said that Charizard guy. No, Charizard is a fucking Pokemon. Fuck yourself, you feathered fuck. I am so sick of him going from chat to chat. I got Shane Davis. Look at me. Gotcha, bitch. Fuck yourself.
Okay,
You feathered fuck.
Robert Eggers. So he did The Lighthouse, The Northman, The Witch. And
Yeah, the witch. Yeah. The witch. But you know what? Look, the witch is nothing like this movie. Like,
What's up, Rhino?
Yo,
it's nothing like this movie. The Lighthouse is a very look. I never suggest it to people because it's either you love it or you hate it. It's a hard movie to suggest to people because it's fucking loopy. Like it's just a loopy
I saw
movie.
the Flash scene where Robert Pattinson is fucking a dead mermaid.
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
The Lighthouse.
Oh, I've never seen
We're talking about the guy. So Shane was raving about Nosferatu, but Link, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. I think what I'm gonna do is when I do my New Year's stream or my last stream of this year, I'll be drinking for that stream. So, because I don't want to
Get hammered. I got nothing really planned for New Year's, but your New Year's falls at a different time than my New Year's.
I
So
know, but
we'll see.
If
you're streaming, let me know.
Well, after this stream that I end right now, I'll have to pump again. Nothing.
Why don't you just do it on stream? Just let everybody see.
Because I have to wait till it's.
When you said pump, I'm like, what? You're gonna have another baby already?
No, I have to wait until they're
no.
so full they're about to burst, and then I pump.
Really?
So then I can get my full 5
Show
ounces.
Show us.
Trust me, you don't want to see.
Show us them about to burst.
No, but no. So
I'll
do that so I have enough. But I want to make sure that I have enough bottles for the baby before, and then on Tuesday when I do my last stream of the year, I'll make sure that I have enough set aside already for the baby, so that way I can pump and dump.
Good to go.
Well, yeah, because you can't give a baby breast milk if you've been drinking.
I remember I was at my girlfriend's house and her sister had a baby. They didn't live with them though. They were like next door in their own house. They kind of lived on the same land, but 2 different houses, right?
Mhm.
So I was over and went to the fridge to get something to drink, and because she told me there was some juice in the fridge, so there was a container, and I poured a glass. I was drinking it. It tastes kind of funny, but I was like, I'm like, I didn't even know. I walk in, I'm sitting here chugging this glass, and I'm like, I didn't even know they make cantaloupe juice.
Oh no.
And I'm like, she's like, what? She's like, cantaloupe juice, and I'm like, yeah, your mom, obviously this is cantaloupe juice. It tastes kind of like cantaloupe. And it was her sister's breast milk.
Ah.
Now, why her sister had breast milk in my girlfriend's house
In a juice container?
well, I mean, it was in like a pitcher, like,
Okay.
like,
That's a lot
or
of breast
whatever.
milk.
Like a jug.
Yeah. And it tasted like cantaloupe to me. I don't
How did you feel? How did you feel when you the recognition came through?
Confused, because it's like, here's your sister's body shit in my system, but I'm not banging your sister. It made me feel like it made me feel like I should have at least been banging her sister. If I'm drinking her breast milk, like, it felt like I somehow got gypped. Like,
I love your stories, Shane.
no, but it's true. It's like, why is your sister's fluids in my mouth?
But also,
I'm not
too, you
even
say
fucking her?
cantaloupe juice. Was it like not white? What color was this? What
Well, it
color
was
this
kind of
breast
white, pinkish. I mean, it wasn't like white like milk. I mean, Anna, you want to explain it?
I mean, sometimes it's a little bit yellowy, but that's
Yeah.
usually if it's got the cow stream.
But it's still
in
milk
it.
looking, right? Even though it's like might be a different
It's
color.
like watery.
Okay.
It's like watered down. Trying to get on my stool. Well, mine is pretty white, but I don't know, it's a different color than the formula, but
Would you say, Shane, that you got caught in the crossfire?
Yeah, dairy products from when, but it's weird. It's like it was just weird, and I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of weirded out with my girlfriend's tits after that for some reason. I don't know why. It was just like, if they're there and one pops in your mouth, it's like, I just drank your sister's breast milk. Like, it was just fucking weird. Like, it was weird. And then Thanksgiving was weird because I think she told her sister, and her sister just kept looking at me across from the bird.
oh my god.
Was she looking at you like, yeah, you do get to fuck me now?
Well, I'll tell you, her sister's baby was looking at me weird, like I stole from it. It felt that way. It was like, the baby.
Judging you from the stroller.
Oh my god. Well, I was teasing Peaches. I was like, "Are you gonna try it? Are you gonna try it?" He's like, "No, no, no." And then I was like, "You're not gonna try it." I was like, and just teasing him about it. And then he looked at me and he, just tried some, and he's like, "It does taste like cantaloupe juice." And I was like, it's so gross.
Yeah. It reminds me of that episode of Friends.
Yeah.
Remember the episode of Friends?
Where Ross wouldn't try it.
What did you just do? And Joey, no, it was Phoebe, wasn't it? Anyway.
I mean, I felt dirty. I'll say that. It felt wrong, like, for sure, but whatever.
So without spoiling it, Shane, Nosferatu was good?
Well, I mean, yeah, and I think it's great. I think it's probably like the movie of the year, but it's disturbing. So, like, some people, I'm not spoiling anything if you've ever seen the original film. But it's the way it makes you feel. Like, it's an unnerving film. He hits a nerve, especially with the vampire. I've never seen a vampire feel evil before in a film before this.
Okay.
Like, it feels like the essence of like something satanic. Like, and he nailed that part of it, but they don't actually go super holy in it either. Like, so, I mean, there's always a cross on the wall or something like that, but outside of the like gypsies, I don't think anybody actually understands what he is, so it's not like, it's very refreshing.
Yeah, okay. I understand what you mean about that unnerving feeling. There was an episode of Black Mirror that I watched. I can't remember exactly which episode or which season it was in, but it was like this guy who gets experimented on with like a video game kind of thing, but the video game gets installed in his head and like it just turns out. Do you remember that? And it's just like he's trapped.
Is that with Wyatt Russell?
Yeah, I think so. And then, but he wakes up and it was all basically in his head, but then it wasn't in it. Like, it's just, it trips you out and you're sitting there at the end of the episode. And I was like completely unnerved by that episode.
When I say unnerved, it's not the story. It's like whenever the characters are in a room with him, like it's the way he portrays him and the camera movements and it's like he's unnerving, like, which is really cool. It's really cool. Like, you know, like it's a new experience for me anyways. And I've seen the old film, you know, not recently, but you know, I've watched it.
So are you saying that there's nothing else out there that you've ever seen that's sort of like this or that's made you feel like this?
So, you know, and I'm not, this is sort of spoilery, but not really. So Johnny Depp's daughter, like, she looks weird. Okay. Like, if you look at her up, her forehead, her skull, everything is shaped
face
weird.
is a little weird.
It's weird. It's weird. But holy hell, I haven't seen a convincing possession, which you can tell from the trailer. That is the movie. That's her character. So that's not a spoiler. I haven't seen such a disturbing, convincing possession since like Reagan in Exorcist. Like, I was like, holy fuck. I was like, wow. Like, yeah, I was impressed. Like, I don't know if she's ever going to go anywhere as an actress, but like, she deserves a lot of recognition.
She's got really defined cheekbones.
Well, her forehead, she has like a 5 head. Like, she has her hairline's all fucked up. Her hairline's super fucked up for a girl. Like, she's got like a Jack Nicholson forehead. Like, it's like, that's just, it's weird. Her whole, she looks like a Precious Moment character or something. Like,
oh, she looks really skinny there. It's horrible.
No, she is super skinny, and she was doing a lot of they show her like topless and stuff too. She's got like no tits whatsoever.
Well, she's got like her mom's head and then Johnny's features. It's weird. Like, she has a good mix of her parents, but her mom has that like really round face like that where like the cheekbones are out and everything.
Yeah, it does look like her skull's trying to burst out of her face.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Her hairdo in the film, though, really, it almost looks like she's bald and has a wig on. And it's not. It's just her hairline. She has a bizarre, like, the hair do is weird. But the costuming and all the sets and everything in the movie, I thought were really well done. Like, really well done.
I just found like a spoiler of it because I'm trying to just see what he looks like, the vampire, because I can't see.
Well, they did a really good job of not showing you what he looks like, and even in the film, the big reveal of him makes you jump a little bit. But he was the most menacing, satanic, evil vampire I've ever seen portrayed in a film ever.
That's so. Good.
Yeah. I mean, which rarely, you know, I get like vampires, like that they can possess people or make them desire them, so they always want to go attractive.
Yes,
you know, and that's the whole thing with Nosferatu. He's never really portrayed that way, but like, it almost works a million times better that somebody is attracted to him, and he's that evil and that repulsive. Like, it almost becomes more disturbing.
Yeah, right.
Like, it just, everything about the film, like, it's super high quality. Like, I'm talking about just jackets on people. It's like, that shit looks really, like, well done. Like, all the costuming, everything looked really great.
It's amazing what can happen when you put in just a little bit of effort.
Yeah. Especially into something like a costume department and stuff.
Look at
like
him.
He's got a mustache.
Yeah, that changed, but that changed for like the better. It's like him and a guy that's Renfield has facial hair, and whenever blood gets on their mouth, it becomes like this disgusting milk mustache type thing where blood's just dripping off. But yeah, he has a mustache.
Mm.
Well, I'm definitely keen to see it. And I'm not normally like a horror jump scare kind of movie person.
But it's not that. There's no jump scares really.
I've heard that
It's
there's a
just you're
couple.
unnerved. I can't
Yeah.
explain it. It's
Okay.
the film that makes the closest I can say like creep factor. I got it. The feeling if I had because it's not like any other horror film. Like if I had to compare it to another horror film, it'd be like The Exorcist.
Okay.
Like that's how. Yeah, like
I can
it's.
stand The Exorcist.
I found the spoiler of what he looks like.
Yeah. See.
Don't show that.
See,
Don't show that. I don't want to see it.
Well, it's like the ending. Oh, you don't want to see it? Oh, I just sent it to you.
Oh, okay. I just want to look at it.
Yeah, don't click on that. But
It's the end scene with the thing that happens at the end of the movie. Well, yeah, it looks like it's just like the original. At least the comic.
yeah, I see. I haven't seen the original since like I was like in my early 20s. So like I don't think I think there are some big differences. Like, but I don't think they're like. I think it's more of an interpretation of certain people's motivations a little bit rather than like the movie's different, if that makes sense.
Mm. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see this immediately, but Will Gentry. Oh my
Wow.
gosh,
Will,
I
how you
haven't-
doing, Will? I haven't seen you
I know, I
in
was like-
ages.
I know, it's been years. Will, thank you for the 100-pound super chat. First time I've been here since it happened. So congrats, mama. So happy for you. This is for baby food. Sup, Rhino. Hope you're good, bro. And FYI, I'm coming up on 4 years clean and I'm doing great. Oh my gosh.
Well
Will,
done, dude.
congratulations.
Man, 4
Holy
years
shit.
ago, we were talking, me and Will, and he was like
Mhm.
just sort of getting clean and, sorting himself out. And he was doing good. And man, 4 years, it's fucking great, Will. Well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you so much, Will. You didn't have to do that. And yeah, I'm happy for you. And I was worried about you because you've been gone for
Yeah.
when was the last time you heard from him? It's been years at this point, but I'm
At
glad
least
that
two.
I'm glad that you're okay. And congratulations on 4 years clean. I know that that's
Mm.
not easy. But everyone say hi to Will in the chat. Will's been around since I started my YouTube channel.
beginning.
Like, yeah. So thank you, Will, and everyone put like I don't know, like the emoji with the party popper and the party hat in the chat
Oh, yeah.
for Will. What
In
is that one called?
celebration.
Yes,
The
so
party
party emoji.
party face emoji. I don't
Yes, congratulations, Will. And then somebody's saying that Ethan broke 100K. Well, that's nothing new for Ethan.
Now we're going to get this calendar to break 100K. We've got an hour.
Boom.
We're not doing that. We might break 32. Maybe. Let's see. We're at
That'd be nice.
31,015 with 290 backers. I gotta say, launching a campaign when you're pregnant is the worst idea ever. Go away. Oh wow. Okay.
Hey.
$31,651 with 295 backers. Thank you so much, everyone. We actually might break 32,000. I was being sarcastic, but thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I know that this is like a best of, so it's just like a compilation of previous stuff, but I do appreciate everyone coming out and backing this. This is for 2026, not for 2025. And also, by the way, everyone, this is a crowd-funded campaign, so this is not something that has been made yet. Somebody sent me a bunch of emails, very angry that they had not gotten it yet, and I was like, it's not made yet. This is crowdfunding. I had to explain it to them, and then they were okay. And I'm like, it's for 2026, not for 2025. So once this is done, I was planning on just printing it immediately, but I am going to leave it in demand for a little while just because I was bad about promoting it. And now the baby is out of me. I can do a little bit more promotion in the beginning of the year. And yeah, so this will probably be printed sometime April or May. I'll just give people a little bit of time just to go in and back it and make up for all the time that I was out doing baby stuff. So this will be printed in April or May, then shipping once I get everything in. And then it'll all get out to you, and you guys will have it for all of 2026. And there'll be extra months for 2027. That is crazy that that's going to be that we're that close to it. Did you guys know that we're closer to 2050 than we are to 1995?
I know.
Isn't that weird?
That's painful.
It is painful.
Makes me feel old. Did you see that? I think you did. I think you might have posted it in one of the group chats. But the Airbnb owner of the 100.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Oh my god. Let's talk about that. But Will says thanks guys means a lot. I've just been busy doing clean stuff, so no time to watch YouTube anymore. Hey man, I don't blame you.
Understandable.
Taking time off for real life stuff is important. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're clean, and I'm happy you're doing well. And it is nice to see you again. So
And that's key too. Like if he's getting out and actually doing stuff, it's key to keep yourself like entertained, motivated.
Yeah.
You just keep like, take your attention off whatever cravings or anything like that. It's good to get out and do shit. So no, I completely understand. Sitting down and watching YouTube videos or watching YouTube streams just in your own home, probably, yeah, the temptation can come. So
I'm gonna have to bolt. If you're on later, I'll pop on. If not, I'll probably see you Thursday.
okay, sounds good. Bye, Shane.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Happy New Year, Shane. And Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Take
Christmas.
care.
You're saying EVS raid. Hello, everyone from Ethan Stream. Right as
Hello.
right as Shane leaves. But yeah, Airbnb owners fury after OnlyFans star Lily Phillips used his $1.5 million London flat to bed. I like how it says to bed. 101 men admits and didn't tell him about the son. I don't think you're allowed. I don't think you're required to tell people what you're using the Airbnb for.
No, but I understand his frustration. Like like in his head, he's probably thinking this whole thing is gross.
Yeah, he's disgusted.
The bed is his bed. You know what I mean? Like she's just fucked 100 dudes on this bed or in this room. Now, obviously, if there's any damage or anything, she's gonna have to cover that and pay for that and, everything. But even still, like, man, I'd burn that room to the ground. Just that room. Isolate the room, burn it to the ground, rebuild it.
See, I don't want to defend this girl, but I'm just like, well, what do you think happens in hotel rooms and Airbnb? Obviously, like nobody
Well,
expects.
she should have done it in a hotel room. Like I
I
understand.
think the hotel with security and stuff would have picked up on that. But my thing, I'm like, with people that do Airbnb, I'm like, I mean, that's kind of like, isn't that what pornos do? They rent out houses and then they do stuff there. So it's like, I don't know, like.
Yeah, but it's usually the company, like we're Brazzers, or whatever, one of the porn companies, we want to, shoot something here. I think that's how that would more so go down than just, I'm coming over there. Like, I just want to stay and then just ram 100 guys, let 100 guys ram you in that place. Like the other thing too, that I kind of look at with it is, look, yeah, she's not required. I don't think she's required to tell the owner anything. I'm going to say that. But what if he's like a religious dude and like, he's just like completely, he thinks the devil has just stayed in his house.
Well, then don't have your house as an Airbnb.
That's
like
their call.
I mean, I know it's disgusting. I would be disgusted too, especially like if I had to clean all that up, because I'm sure that this bimbo didn't do any of that.
The cameraman gagged. The cameraman in the documentary gagged.
I didn't watch the documentary. I've heard that.
I think it was I haven't watched all the whole documentary either, but I'm pretty sure it was in the doco. The cameraman gagged. Unless it was while she was shooting.
That would not shock me, but yeah, I haven't watched any of this. What does Tug say? Because this is from Tug's post. It says, Yeah, devil's advocate, Airbnb is a rent contract when tenant does their or hotel room, whatever it is, tenant is paid clean on exit. Let's see. The stay experience or its surroundings property should not be used for the creation of commercial pornography, photos, or videos. So it's expressly prohibited. All right, so there we go. I didn't
That's a
know
fair
that.
call. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Well,
If that's one of the
yeah,
policies of Airbnb, then yeah, she
she
should
broke the
have said
rules,
something.
and I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, obviously they can't go and undo what's already been done. But I mean, I know this is gonna sound gross. I feel like there's gonna be some gross fucking people that want to go and stay in this Airbnb just because of this. So this guy's gonna see
That's
business
true.
from that.
I reckon if that is actually what Tug's written there, if that's actually the rule, then I think he has a right to sue her for royalties on that video or on that OnlyFans content that was made in this
Yeah,
in this Airbnb.
I agree.
Still doesn't
But
it still doesn't take away from the fact that fucking this disgusting whore fucked 100 dudes in a night on your own bed. Like, gross.
I've seen some of the videos, like the ones that played on Flashcast, and the one with her and that other British chick. They're like, "We want a train," and
Yeah.
so like we're just gonna bend over, and then you guys getting gay one after the other, and I'm like, ugh. But honestly, just like it makes me sad because I'm like, this is yes, she's pretty, but she's fucking stupid, and so this is what stupid girls are doing nowadays, and I'm like, I don't know. I guess being a whore is the oldest
And her
profession.
mum's a manager, and is the dad even in the picture? Like,
No, obviously.
the thing that makes me sad about all of this is just where we've come to in society. Now, I'm not going to deny the fact that I've never watched it. I've watched porn in my life, you know, but, and I think everybody at some point in their life has watched porn in their life. But, you know, with where we're going right now, you know, I mean, you see some of the videos now. I know that this isn't the entire world, and I know not everybody thinks the same way. But when you got some dude out on the street just even asking women, "Do you need men?" and they're saying no, sort of thing, like those, that just makes me sad seeing the state that the world is actually in right now, and the appreciation that we can actually have for each other, whether it be opposite sex or opposite race or whatever. And it's just disgusting and sad.
Well, you know what? Actually, I had this kind of epiphany today because have you ever watched Moulin Rouge with Ewan McGregor?
Yep.
Okay, so
It's been a long time, but
yeah,
yes,
well,
I
so
have watched it.
me and my best friend Sav, like we love that movie because it's Ewan McGregor, and we're like, oh, and like the singing and the music and everything. But so I turned it on this morning because I was up early with the baby, and I'm like, oh, look, it's the baby's first time watching Moulin Rouge. And then Peaches woke up to make breakfast, and he's just like, oh, man, I've never seen this movie. I was like, how did you miss this movie? He's like, I was in high school. I wasn't paying attention to this kind of stuff. And so we're watching it, and like, you know, the plot's silly, but we had he was mentioning stuff, and it's like, oh my God, like her and Ewan McGregor are the villains of this movie, the creepy count dude. And
Yeah.
like he's getting cucked. I'm like, this dude is like literally paying for everything. She's not sleeping with him. She's just using him for money.
Yep. She
And
friend
then
zoned him, and then he becomes a sugar daddy, basically.
she's leading him on the entire time, like, oh yeah, just pay for this and then I'll sleep with you, while the entire time she's fucking Ewan McGregor. And I'm like, this is why all of these OnlyFans chicks think what they're doing is okay, because of shit like this, because it's all romanticized. Like Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman, they're just the star-crossed lovers that are getting, you know, treated badly by this dude when the entire time they're just using him. Like they didn't have to take his money and do the play.
Well, I don't know, you because you obviously don't pay too much attention to, like, you only see pretty much the same stuff that I see. But there was another video, and it was her on an interview. So this is the other British chick, you know, the chick in the video, where they're talking about getting a train run on them.
What's up, Ethan?
Hey, Ethan.
Congrats
Merry
on
Christmas.
100K.
Yeah, congrats, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What was I saying?
One of the chicks with the
Oh yeah, the chick. So the other British chick, she's sitting down now doing podcasts and stuff, and she's talking about how she fucks husbands, she fucks like older men and like young boys, all for free, and she makes content out of it, obviously. But and her justification for like fucking the married man is because the wives don't want to do it. Like, when was the last time after you got married, like a wife went down and sucked, their husband's dick or whatever? Like, these are the conversations that they're now having, and it's almost like, younger people seeing this stuff then start to think, oh, maybe it is okay to just do that for the sake of, helping in the under the guise of providing a service or whatever. Now, if you want to provide a service, yes, there are hookers, and I'm sure married men go to them all the time and blah, 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 blah.
Well,
But like going out there and actually promoting it, and
I'm going to have to cut you off because I only have 5 minutes left before this campaign ends.
Close it.
And guys, 5 minutes left and I have 295 backers. Let's see if we can get to 300 in the next 5 minutes. So that's one person a minute until it's midnight here and whatever time it is for wherever you guys are. But let's see if we can get this to 300 backers before the campaign closes. Thank you again, everyone that came out and has been supporting this. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Shane who popped on earlier. Thanks to Rhino. Cecil was a bum and is busy. John is, I think, crying because Shane absolutely destroyed him with that train competition. Ethan was busy promoting his campaigns. But thank you to everyone that's in the chat that's hanging out. I haven't streamed in a long time, it feels like. And this started off as my first solo stream, but now it's me and a friend stream. But yes, guys, go and back this campaign. I appreciate it. 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. We have 4 minutes left. I'm going to do a refresh. I probably should wait. I'm gonna do it now. We're at 31,651 with 295 backers. Let's see if this went up at all. Getting it to... Hey, oh my goodness. So this hasn't updated yet.
No, it
but
hasn't.
This one did. We're 3 away from 300 backers before the campaign closes and goes into in demand. So all I need is
3 minutes.
three.
In 3 minutes.
You lovely people. Oh yeah. Well, 4
3
for
in
me.
3 minutes. It still says an hour left. Does it just do it in hour increments? It should be a countdown in the last hour.
It usually is, isn't it?
Oh, there's no
don't
countdown.
know.
It still says an hour.
Maybe it's going on Hawaii time. What time is it in Hawaii? Did she read my last super chat? No, I haven't read I'm sorry. Let me go and read some of these super chats. Russell says, how much did you pee? I think that's so
While you were giving birth, is that what he's asking? Or while you were asleep?
No, I lost like 14 pounds
14,
in 8
I know.
hours. Well, so
You do need to tell your doctor. I'm going to agree with Shane. You need to tell your doctor that.
I will. It doesn't
not
make
good.
any sense that it worked that fast. I think she's going to get mad at me that I got off the medication because I haven't been taking it and I feel so much better. Like the swelling's gone down. I haven't felt loopy. I feel a lot better.
It depends on what the
getting off
medication's for specifically. It might be necessary, and that might be a side effect, but it might be necessary.
Okay, well, I go to my doctor tomorrow.
Okay, okay. I want to say listen to your doctor, but there are some things that I will say, fuck doctors.
Yeah, well, I like this doctor a lot, so she's kind of reforming my opinions on doctors. And I even told her, I'm like, because when I went in, I was like, I had traumatic experiences as a kid, and every time I've gone to the doctors, it's been bad, and it's just not good experiences. And she's like, well, every time you go to the doctor, it's usually for something bad. But she's like, here, you're having a baby.
Hey, you need a refresh.
Okay. So right now we're at 31,651 with 297 backers.
Well, that didn't change. The amount didn't change over the last time.
Whoa,
hey, 300
backers.
and the 32K.
Wow, thank you guys. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that is awesome. Thank you. But I wish I could drink right now, but I know that after this stream ends, I was like, not that anyone here needs to know this, but it's like, that pressure when you feel like you need to pee. Like imagine that, but on your chest, and your nipples are about to start squirting out shit. So I don't want to have to like throw out all of this milk that I'm gonna have to milk myself after this. So, yeah, 60 seconds. 60 seconds until in demand. So I owe you guys a drinking stream. That will be my New
New
Year's
Year's.
stream. I will be doing that. I'm not gonna back out of it. Peaches will watch the baby for me for a couple hours, probably while she's doing her nap time. And I will do a New Year's stream. Gonna talk about everything that happened this year, get everything off my chest, and not
Even the
not in
milk,
that way.
all the milk off her chest as well.
But I owe you guys a drinking stream, so I will
That
just start.
nipple and milking conversation that you just told me made me think of Meet the Parents. I've got nipples. Can you milk me?
Oh my god, I know. 12 a.m. Okay, so let me refresh. Let's see if it
Here we
ended.
go.
All right, $32,066 with 300 backers. Let's see what it ended at. 0 ended. Whoa.
Whoa, you got a couple more right there at the end. 303 backers.
I know. Okay, so we have 32,531 to 303. I like that.
That's
And
awesome.
then 0. It ended. I hate that it doesn't do the countdown. Let me try it again and see if it does does it show in demand? Okay. Oh, well, 304. Oh, okay. So it actually went up. Okay, so that's what it ended at,
So it's
December
in demand
29th.
now. Does it automatically just tick over and go into demand?
I think it's in demand right now. Guys, can you still back it on your end? Well, I guess I'm on Brave right now. So for whatever reason, IndieGoGo won't load on, or at least quickly like this on Google Chrome. So
I did just then for me.
Well, I have to do it on Brave. I think it's because I have to clear my, I don't know, my cookies and stuff. It looks like you guys can still back. It looks like it's an in demand. I think it is.
Isn't this a better look? Isn't this a better looking number? Hold on one second. Share my screen. Look at that.
In Australian money, it does look.
It just looks better. 52 grand.
It does.
Anna's
look a lot
campaign
better.
with 304 backers made 52K. How good's that?
Australian though. Wow, your money is not worth very.
No, it's not.
That sucks.
That's why my America trip cost me so much, and I'm paying for it now. You
Yeah.
got no idea how behind I am and how much money I overspent while I was there.
Well, that
stupid.
one bar we went to, and you're like balling. I was like, man, stop it. You're having fun.
The funny thing is, that was at the beginning of my holiday, so I had a lot of money to splash.
Yep.
And then get to the end of my holiday, I'm like, no, what did I do?
Well, it seems like you had fun. I felt so bad for you on your Florida. You got gypped with that hurricane, but
Yeah.
it seemed
It
like
was
you had
all
a
right in
good
the
time.
end. Yeah. Still got to hang out with Jay and Krista and a few of those guys. That was awesome. Got to meet Ryan. Go back to yours because you want US.
Okay, hold on. I have something in my eye. Give me a second.
It's your eyeball.
Yeah, I know. No, it's hair. Ah.
Hey, did you want to talk about Skeleton Crew? I mean, yeah, Skeleton
Not right
Crew.
now, but okay, sorry.
We want to
No,
do a
my-
stream.
My dogs and cat are shedding, so it's like hair everywhere right now. Yeah, I know. We went to his parents' house, and then look at the kitty cat. Guys, look
Yeah.
at his cover. Look at that kitty cat. Is that Eric?
Yeah. Look at my t-shirt. You're talking about cat hair. Look at
Yeah,
this
I
shit.
know. Trust me, I know. Oh my god, I love how he's in his little cover. That's so cute. No,
Yeah.
Tulip was shedding like crazy, and of course we go to his parents' house and my parents' house, and there's just fur everywhere. But it's like eyes, man. It's just driving me crazy. But yes, I wanted to talk to you. I want to wait until
it's done.
Until the show's done, and then
Yeah.
let's just do a show where we talk about it. It probably will have to be on your channel though, because I don't think I can. It's kind of difficult for me to like.
That's
post
fine.
and stuff.
It'd be good to do it on a casual rage, but what if I do that? It'd be before Jack show, but I'd make sure that I do it because normally there's an overlap with my stream and the Jack show, like of at least probably an hour. Sometimes it can be longer, but I'll just start a lot earlier if you wanted to do that. And it'd be good to do it if we do it on that day. It'd be good to do it on a Jack show that you're not hosting.
Yeah. Well, do you know when the show ends? Oh, we
a good
probably should be
question.
planning this off air, guys. Me and Rhino are gonna do a stream where we talk about skeleton crew. We'll probably do it on both of our channels, but probably a more in-depth one on his. We'll probably just do a casual one on mine, which will be completely unplanned and just when we can both do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd be able to do it on a Jack show night because whenever I'm here, I can't be with the baby, so I can't ask Peaches
I
to
see.
watch
Yeah.
the baby for like 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
And I would also have to, during that time, I'm like a fucking cow. I have to milk myself. I have to make sure that I'm eating and drinking enough so that way I can have enough milk to milk myself.
Okay.
So that's why it's like, when I hosted Jack show last time, like that was back when I was still on the medication. So Rhino, I kid you not, I was laying on the floor. My microphone, I just took off the stand and laid it on the floor next to me, and I had my feet up in the air on this stool, which is a standing stool that you're only supposed to lean on. And I literally did it from my floor. And I was off camera. But
Isn't that the one you invited me to? I couldn't tell.
Maybe. I told everyone, I'm literally laying on the floor with my feet in the air. I sent Cecil a photo of how swollen my foot was, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
All right, so here, there's 8 episodes. There was a
Okay.
2-episode premiere, and it started on, well, they're saying the 2nd of December. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this week, 7, 8. So it ends around the 13th, 14th of January. So it's still 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away from
What day does it come
ending.
out?
It's really weird. See, for me, and what they told me is that we're supposed to go back to the old time slot that they used to use, but that they just left it as the same time slot as the Acolyte, which is a really bad time for me. It's Tuesday, I think, night for you, Wednesday afternoon for me, but it's supposed to be Tuesday night for me and like really early Tuesday morning for you. It's really weird.
How many episodes of it have you watched?
So 5 are out. I've watched 4. The 6 is about to come out. I just don't fucking care. It's
You know what's weird is I only watched the first 2 episodes and it didn't bother me. Like out of everything that Disney has made, it
Okay.
has bothered me the least. I think.
I agree with you. I know we don't want to get into this too much, but I do agree with you. It's fine as a kids adventure show. It just doesn't belong in Star Wars, as far as I'm
It kind
concerned.
of reminds me of the Ewok movies. Like they should have just. I don't know why this had to be a drawn out TV show. Like the plot of it seems really simple, like a 90-minute movie.
I also don't know what this is going to bring to the canon. Like, I don't know why they made this canon. You know how they did Visions and they made it not like Visions is non-canon.
Mhm.
It's just this, anime style Star Wars animated show. Why couldn't they, like, if they just wanted to do something like this, they could have just said, okay, this isn't canon. We're just doing a kid's Star Wars adventure show. I would have been even more okay with it. But being that it is canon, I've got problems.
Well, have they explained yet about, for those that don't know, so these kids find a ship, they get autopilot. Of course, the kid touches the button that he's not supposed to touch. It takes them away from their planet and they're lost. And then they find out that they can't get back to their planet because their planet it's basically the opposite of Treasure Island, where the entire time they're trying to find Flint's treasure. Well, they're imagine them coming from Flint's Island and they go and see all the other pirates, and all the other pirates are like, "You're from Flint's Island and you know where the treasure is," but they obviously don't know how to get back to their island. So they just want to go home, and everyone else is like, "Oh, this legendary planet of riches." And
it's
so
just
the
a
kids
myth
wanted
to
to
everybody else. But you know that, like, just to explain just one of my issues with it.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you my question is, do they ever explain that yet or no?
Well, from where I'm up to, no, that it hasn't been fully fleshed out. But in what they're trying to create with the lore around this planet in the universe doesn't really make sense in the dialogue that we've actually had. So they've talked about this planet on a couple of occasions. The kids have, the pirates have with the kids. even the parents, we've gone back to the parents when the kids have been gone, and they're all freaking out and stuff like this. But then there's been further dialogue that have actually added more to it. So they're on this planet, their home planet, which is a hidden planet. They've got Old Republic credits, and it's obviously been hidden since the Old Republic. So this is from the Old Republic time. Anna, how long would you say the Old Republic is in the past from
I know. I'm like
thing?
19 years ago.
Yeah. So there is that issue. But then there's also the issue in regards to this is supposed to be a hidden planet. No one outside of this barrier that they've got around the planet knows about the planet. And no one from the planet is allowed any outside contact with anybody outside the planet. So when the droids come back to the parents and say to the parents, oh, the kids have gone outside the barrier, they're not allowed to come back, and that's just the ruling, that's what it is. And then the father goes, have you contacted the Republic? This guy has been isolated since the time of the Old Republic. We're talking 3,000 years, and this planet would have to have been self-sustainable, viable when it comes to food and being able to keep a civilization alive for 3,000 years without any outside or inside, going out. No outside influence, no insides going out. Like, it's completely isolated. But he asks about the Republic. Have you told the Republic? By the way, I also want to point out that this apparently takes place 5 to 10 years after Return of the Jedi. They've been isolated. There was a 30-year stint before that where it was a galactic empire. How do you know that in the last 10 years it's a republic? Like, there's so much about that.
Okay, I missed that it was from the Old Republic. I thought when they said,
well, they've got Old Republic credits.
When it was the Old Republic credits, I thought that they meant from Padme and the time from before the Empire. So I thought it was. So now that makes it even,
because you got to think about
at first
it.
It was getting me irritated because I'm like, I thought I was like, okay, this is around Luke Skywalker time. So between 19 and 23 years, how did you lose a planet? But now that I know it's the Old Republic, fucking Revan and shit, really?
And there's a video out there. I'm still going to watch it, but there's a video out there. No, I did watch it. I watched it on stream. We EFAP'd it. But there's a video of somebody saying that the planet is isolated because they're the ones that clone Palpatine. But it's okay,
no.
So Palpatine, I think the Palpatine thing happened 10 years ago, and you're saying that they've been isolated for 3,000 years so that they can clone Palpatine in the last 10? These people just don't think with their brains when it comes to this stuff, and it hurts. And this is what I'm getting over. I'm actually getting over the fan base more than I am about fucking dissing Disney Star Wars. I still enjoy sitting there and going, this is fucking shit, and this is why. But
are you going on Grizzy's award show?
No, but I will watch. I'll be working probably, but I will be watching.
Okay, because
he's doing great stuff, Grizzy, man. He's so good.
I'm presenting one of his awards for it. I'm super excited about it. But
that's awesome.
I had his stream on earlier when I was getting stuff pulled up for this stream, and oh my gosh, I was like, I don't want to watch it because just watching him make the nominees list. So for those that don't know, so Darth Melvin and Grizzy, they kind of call out the Disney shills. I know a lot of people are kind of over Star Wars in the chat, but it's so fun. It's funny laughing at people that are fake excited about this shit, and then if you question them on anything, they block you or they just make excuses and insult you. Typical SJW stuff. But they're hardcore shills because they just want the Disney access. They want to go to Disneyland for free. They want to get invited to sets and stuff because Disney is so desperate for good publicity that they'll just get random YouTubers to come and promote their shit. They don't pay them for anything. There's oh, here, just come out here and then you guys can go to Disneyland for free. You guys can get VIP access,
Well, it was all of those. It's all the ones that, I don't know if you guys, probably most of you actually in the chat probably did see it. During the Acolyte, there was a whole heap of Disney shills that went and met up with Leslie Hadland and Dave Filoni and got photos with them and stuff. These are the people that they basically they're the fake reactors. They're the
Yeah.
ones that sit there and cry and laugh and, oh, it's red. Oh, he vaded. It's all of those ones that they, you know.
Well, so Grizzy and like Darth Melvin will make videos like calling them out, but Grizzy is doing an award show on the 1st. I'll tweet it out and everything.
Yep.
So once I'm done with the landing party, I'll go on that for a little bit and present the award. But I am presenting the award for like biggest shill, I think is the
Oh,
one.
good.
And
Yes. Good.
so I'm presenting that award, which is gonna be funny. But one of the ones that was on that list was the girl that tried to cancel fucking Rhino.
Oh yeah, Sawyerism. Yeah.
Oh my
That,
god.
they talk about her a lot too.
Bro, I
That-
just
That's
that
probably
chick-
half the reason why I actually recognized her, to be honest with you.
Well, she's one of the main shills.
Yeah. And by the way, just so that you guys know out there, they have started a new channel. It's called the Gatekeepers Alliance. This
Started a new
is
channel.
so this is Mr. Grizzy,
Okay.
Knights of Melvin. They invited me, but with the time zone things and everything. So they said that I'm an original member, but I don't think I'll be doing any content or being on any of the streams because of the time zones. But it's those two. Star Wars Marvel purist, Justin. He's a really good dude and he knows his shit. And he actually does some really good streams. Star Wars Marvel purist. Check out his channel. Alora, OG Star Wars. And Tim. You might know him as Open Airlock Policy. He's changed his name to United Spaces Alliance. So it's those 5. And I'll bring up the channel now because they've only got one video out, but they're going to start doing streams and stuff over there. And I think if you want some good, fun Star Wars content and like laughing at the shells and still having a bit of fun with it, I think this will be good for that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, go ahead and you can post the link for that in the chat. But yeah, I'm going to be on Grizzy's channel on the 1st, so Wednesday. I think my time slot is 7:15. So I'll be off of my I do the landing party, which is on Graham Nolan channel where we talk about an episode of Star Trek every week.
Yep.
And we're doing the Amok Time one where Spock basically goes into heat. So do that episode and then jump over on Grizzy's stream. And I probably won't be able to stay there for long, but I'm excited. He asked me to present an award. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I've never done something like this before. So, and of course,
Yeah, no, that'll be good.
Fun one. Guys, go and check out this channel and go and sub if you guys want actual good Star Wars content.
And sub to all those guys I mentioned as well. They're all doing some good stuff. Grizzy's now, I think, at 30,000 subscribers and booming. Melvin just passed 10,000 and he's booming. Like, they're all doing pretty good.
Let me catch up on some of these super chats.
Yeah, do it. I'll be right back. You do that.
Okay, let's see. Which, by the way, everyone, thank you for sending me super chats. I'm also going to do a little refresh. We're at 32,531 with 304 backers. Again, I am going to leave this up for probably at least the month of January because I got really behind on promoting this because I got sick from the pregnancy and then I had a baby. So this will be up for at least another month, I think. Whoa, 32,611 with 305 backers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all of the wonderful support. It really means the world to me. Let's see. Russell, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I read that one. Colton M, thank you for becoming a new member. Russell Hall, thank you for the super chat. How much did you pee? A lot, Russell, apparently. Swift -1, thank you for the super chat. You should be taking 3 months off, believe or not. We do actually care about you. A temp female replacement idea on Jack while you recover was a serious idea. You know what? I would agree with you if it was more of like a physical job. Like obviously I'm not going to be doing any cosplay photo shoots in the near future, but if I do need to take a break, I will take a break. And like Jack show, I had to leave because I had to, take care of my baby. Same thing with Flash Cassette. When I had to leave, I had to leave. And so I know a lot of people have given me shit in the past for like phoning it in. And I know sometimes I do phone it in, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes of stuff. And my blood pressure was so high, I almost had a stroke. And I've been on the stroke medication because of how high my stress levels were. I'm going to do a stream on Tuesday where again, I'm not going to name names or anything, but I am kind of going to vent a little bit to you guys and just let you know a lot of what's been bothering me this past 2024 and maybe a little bit from previous years. But I mean, I'm not dissing anyone or anything. It's just, shit happens and life happens. And, once I get stuff off my chest, like, cause I tend to bottle things up until I explode. And so I'm just going to be like, you know what? This shit happened. It's in the past. I'm moving forward.
Just goes to show that you are like a dude. You bottle shit up until you explode. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, right? I'm a lot like my dad. My mom's always giving me
And I was
shit.
in regards to the super chat, you should hire Brett Cooper. I heard she's looking for work.
I think Brett's fine. A lot of people are
I think she'll do
speculating that
fine
she's
too.
pregnant.
I think it's deeper than that. I think it's more that video that she made looked like a hostage video, I gotta say.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know what happened.
The one where she explains why she's leaving Daily Wire and
Well, what did she say? Give me the lowdown.
Man. It was basically her decision. It was one of those videos where it came across as it seems like you're just coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse without actually telling us what actually has happened. And maybe she's under the
NDA.
NDA or something where she can't say anything, which is okay, fair enough. But then if that's the case and it's almost like she's got to make a public statement because it is kind of huge. Brett's leaving the Daily Wire and her best friend, who's a producer, is taking over. Like, okay.
Okay, so I'll tell you, as somebody that has not talked, I've never spoken with Brett. I don't know anyone at the Daily Wire. From my perspective, I don't know how that company is making any sort of money. I get that they have a subscription service, but it's like, I feel like they're bleeding money because based on how many shows they have, how many people that they have, like you'd have to pay Brett Cooper a lot of money to be exclusively with your company. Same with
sponsorships, though. It's the sponsorships. They do a lot of readings.
I get that, but I think my personal opinion, I don't know how they're in business because also they're making movies, which I didn't get to watch the one with Gina, so I don't know how much of a budget that is. But I mean, if you're paying Gina Carano, that's got to be a decent paycheck. And they said they were going to do 3 movies with her. Where are the other 2? Brett Cooper was supposed to be in that Snow White movie. Where is that? It's like I can't even think of. So it's Brett Cooper, it's Ben Shapiro. I couldn't name you anyone else at the Daily Wire. I don't know.
There's Jeremy. I can't remember Jeremy's last name though. There's Michael Knowles. I know him.
Okay, well, look, you're naming off people. All of those people have to be getting paid exclusives or being paid money to exclusively be part of that platform. So I honestly think they're bleeding money. They're not going to be able to pay her enough. And also, she got married. She was their, she's like, 21? So she's their young, cute girl to bring in all of the guys. Like, she's, I wouldn't say bait, but I mean, she's the eye candy and she's also smart and, funny. So she's also got and then she's got a personality, but now she's married and people are speculating she's pregnant. So she's pregnant. So now she's off the market and they don't have that anymore. I don't know. I don't know why anyone would join any type of group unless it's like just for fun. Like people that get involved where they have exclusivity deals with like big companies, unless it's very obvious that they're bringing in money, like someone like Timcast where he's making $30,000 per stream. Like that, like, okay, but then it's like you still have to pay taxes on that. You still have to pay everyone involved in making that. That's a lot. And I don't know. Both of my parents owned and operated their own businesses. And, you have to make a shit ton of money just to break even, let alone make a profit and also have people on your payroll. So, it's I don't know. The Daily Wire, I'm like, it's going to be around for maybe a year or two, and then I bet it's going to go away.
You think
So-
so? No, that's interesting.
Or it's just going to be, who owns it? Is it Ben Shapiro? Whose company?
No,
is it?
it's that. I think it's the Jeremy dude. I can't remember his last name, but it's not Ben.
Okay, I don't know.
But
Who
they
the
obviously
Jeremy
all
is.
have their own individual channels as well.
Yeah, but they're all exclusively with that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of drama. My main thing is, where are Gina's 2 other movies? Because they were supposed to do 3 movies with her, and I mean, I have Gina's number. I could text her and ask her. I'm not going to because I'm not going to bother her. But it's like I haven't
Chat's
seen
got
her.
it. Jeremy Boring. Sorry.
Uh,
His last name's Boring.
I know, poor guy. Maybe it's a joke. Maybe it's ironic. But I don't see how there's any. I don't see what the benefit is in joining something like that unless you're getting paid an exclusivity deal, like how people that were getting paid to exclusively stream on Rumble. It's
Yeah.
like,
Kick or whatever.
yeah, I don't think it's worth it, but good for her going and being free. I don't know how we got off on this tangent based on this super chat, but
Oh, I said that you should call Brett to do your content for
Oh,
you.
okay,
To do
yeah.
your content.
Anna is blocking her super chat. How am I blocking my super chat? It's up on the screen.
Do you star them to get rid of them?
No, you have
You
to unstar them to get
unstar
rid
them,
of
I
them.
mean?
I haven't
Yeah.
been. I usually do, but I haven't.
Okay.
But no. I am not making content like I was. I am taking a break. I'm not on Twitter as much. I'm not on any of my apps as much. I'm very much off the internet.
But you should be right now. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you should be doing. You shouldn't really be doing much
Well,
of
I
that.
was watching someone. Oh no, it was actually Flashcast where they were like, "Oh yeah, the new thing that like people are saying that Elon is like usurping the presidency." I was like,
Yeah.
"What? That's new."
Yeah.
But
Just out of the loop.
yeah, I'm super out of
I call it being unplugged. You're not plugged into the internet. When you're like tracking everything and you're constantly there, it's like you're plugged in. And then when you stop and you come back to it, it's like, whoa, I was only gone for a day.
Yeah.
Like you lose so much information. It's crazy. It's crazy how much we rely on it though too.
Yeah, no, I feel like on my phone I'm just constantly just taking pictures of the baby, but I don't know.
She's cute as, by the way. So
Wow,
cute.
cat. Here, I'll send you a photo I took of her this morning. She got so big already. I bet you next time she's going to be almost 6 pounds. Here. But she's my little fur ball, my little princess.
She weighs less weight than you lost last night or the other day.
I know. She's so sweet. She's my little.
Hey, have you watched any of did you watch season 1 of Squid Game?
Yes, did season 2 come out?
Yeah, season 2's out. I haven't watched any of it yet, but I'm hearing not great things. And I thought of, as they were saying that they were doing a season 2, I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, it really is just a 1-season show to me. Like, how do you?
I know. I don't know why you would want to make a second season. Maybe I won't watch it. Maybe I'll just wait until other people watch it, and if I need to watch it, because I don't want it to ruin my idea of the first one.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
I know, isn't she cute? She's so cute.
Wow. Look at that head of hair.
I know. She's a baby. She sleeps with like her hands up. It's so cute. She's like,
For a prem baby, I'm surprised how much hair.
well, she's my child.
Well, that's true. Look at you.
I know. She's a little fuzzy little thing. She's so cute though. It's actually getting longer too. Like the area around her ears. It used to like
Yeah.
just be touching it, and now it's kind of like growing over it. I'm like, she's gonna have long hair.
Yeah, she's going to have those fuzzy ears that when you have that sun behind them, you see the fur like on the edge of their
Oh, she
ears.
has the fuzzy ears. She's a little baby. It's a Sasquatch, James. Yeah. Well, between me and Peaches, my baby was doomed. But just to put the super chat to rest, I am taking breaks, and if I do need to go, I tell people, and everyone's been kind of understanding about that, which is very, very nice. But yes, I am. I'm not gone. I'm just going to be making less content, but I'm still around. I still need to finish the eye project, and I obviously I'm still here. I'm just going to be not as much. And then somebody said, is that why he took down the Jack show? I don't know what happened and why John took down the Jack show. I'm guessing Cecil showed a clip and it got flagged. Like I'd bet money that that's
probably.
that's 100% what fucking happened. I guarantee you. Let's see. Aloof Snake, thank you. I hope Anna's calendars are not too late this round. Hey.
Well, they won't be because these are for 2026. So if
Yes.
she can't get them to you before 2026 starts, then there is something wrong.
There is, I know. Listen, the first one, I explained this in the beginning of the stream. I was never planning on making one. In October, you guys were like, make one. So I had part of October, November, and December to put together 12 cosplays.
Well, we
And
were talking about it while I was there. When I was over there in October, we were talking about it.
yeah, well, and like find a photographer, get photos edited, like rushed edits, and then find a printer and do all the stuff I had never done before. And so, yeah, they were a little bit late on the first one, and then the second one had issues as well. But okay, some people were trying to start drama, and a couple people sent me this clip, and I'm like, guys, I am not getting involved in this little war between content creators. I know one of the guys involved, he hates me for no fucking reason. So whatever sand he's got in his bits, whatever. I don't care. I did nothing to you. You have no reason to hate me to the level that you do. But for whatever reason he does. But the other guy involved, we've been friends for years. He was one of the first people that I had on my channel when I thought I was going to have like a regular podcast, and then I realized I hate podcasting. But trying to like say that, oh, Anna has a calendar that's 2 years late. No, you fucking retard. This calendar is for 2 years in the future. Well, 1 year. It's going to be 1 year in the future. I don't have a calendar that's 2 years late. I've never had a calendar that's 2 years late. I've had calendars that were a few months late, but guess what? I added in more months. So no matter when you got it, you always had at least 12 months. And I made up for that because I had issues. So trying to start
I know you're
drama,
not naming names, but I almost want to know who I have.
You know exactly who I'm talking
I know.
about.
Okay, good. All right, I do.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That's stupid though.
No,
So
like,
who's trying to create the drama though?
I don't know. People that were sending them like stuff in their chat. So their chat is trying to start drama with me. And I'm like, I have never said anything. Well, one of the guys you all know, I don't know what happened. We were cool, and then he started hating me. And then for no fucking reason, like out of the blue, just started hating me and screaming at people if they stream with me. But no, the other guy, never had a problem with him. Never said anything bad about him. I don't have anything bad about him to say.
Yeah.
We have no issues. The only issue is that people are involved in this stupid internet drama that if you get offline and you try to explain this to a real person, they're going to think you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But all because I have a friend that people don't like and other people don't like, and they don't like each other. But now they're trying to say that, oh, Anna has a calendar that's 2 years late. I'm like, where? When? No, this calendar right here is for 2 years in the future. Well, it's going to be 1 year in the future. I'm giving myself a 1 year grace period to fulfill it. Because guess what? I was pregnant this entire year and I had a baby. But trying to start drama, give me a fucking break. They're saying it's that person, really? That person was talking about it as well. So it's just people that don't know, that haven't done their goddamn research, or it's people talking shit, giving other people false information to try to start drama with me. And then it's so goddamn stupid, Rhino. Like, I had a couple of people send me like links to this stream, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this. But and then somebody like sent me a clip of it, which I thank you to my mod that sent that to me. It's people trying to drag me into drama, and it's just retarded. But no, I don't have a calendar that's 2 years late. I've never had a calendar that's 2 years late. I've had calendars that were late for specific reasons, and everyone that backed that knew exactly what those reasons were. And again, every time I put out a calendar, I've added in extra months.
Fucking
And
Canada.
I know, fuck Canada. No, fuck Canada. When they put that like embargo on ships, and I was basically having to come like be a pirate. And I don't know if you remember this, Rhino. I was trying to hire all of the boats got
Yeah.
I was trying to hire a boat to take me out to the other boat, and they're like, we're gonna call like national security on you. And I'm like, I just need my shit off of this fucking boat, man. But so anyways, it's retarded. And I'm like, everyone that has ordered a calendar from me has always gotten all 12 months. I've always put in extra months. Some of them I even put, what I think the first one had like 4 or 5 extra months on it. So no matter what, it's always been, you've gotten your 12 months worth. And I put in extras, and I put a lot of stuff into the not just the stretch goals, but the extras that are thrown in there. But trying to start drama between me and people that no drama exists. One of the guys hates me. I don't fucking know why. I never did anything to this guy, but because I'm friends with people he doesn't like, he's got to stick up his ass about me.
Should we fact check her, chat? Let's see how many months she gave us.
1.
Huh? 1. I'll stand up so you can actually see the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this faster. 6, 7, 8. Whoa. 9. 10. Jeez, these colors are big.
I know, they're 11 by 7.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I nearly ripped the page. What were we up to? Hang on, this is November. So
That's
11.
November.
12. That's me. My birthday.
Hey.
Oh, what's that? That's 13 months.
13.
14. 15. Jesus. 16. Now that's some value for money, isn't it?
Yeah, 16 months. There you go. And again, yeah, you can see how big they are. Like, Rhino's not a short dude. They're 11 by 17. They're big. That's what she said.
And then you get like stickers and stuff as well, like
trading cards. Yeah, so it's depending on how much the campaigns make is how much extras I can do. Like my first calendar, I did a bunch of posters, so everyone got posters, but they're big calendars so you can hang on their wall, so it's like a poster even when the months are gone. And I have like emojis on like every special little holiday. But so, guys, I do all of it myself. I mean, aside from the printing, that's the only thing I outsource is I have a printer. Things get printed, it gets sent to me, and then I do everything. I package everything, I ship everything, I put all of the packages together and all that stuff. I print out the labels myself. I drive everything to the post office myself. I do all of this myself. I was shipping out that calendar while I was fucking pregnant and sick and all that. But yeah, you always get all 12 months and a little extra, and I give myself a little grace period for that and everything. But this whole drama that Anna has a calendar that's 2 years late. Where? What fucking calendar is 2 years late? Oh yeah, that's right. None of them. I launched this calendar in 2024 and it's for 2026. So that's in 2 years. So people that are trying to start drama that are spreading lies about this, go fuck yourself. It's so easily fact checkable, but then trying to start drama with people that aren't going to fact check it and start drama between me and people that don't have any drama between this is retarded. And again, I know I'm not pregnant anymore, but why would you try to start drama between a pregnant woman and other full grown men on the internet? Why? It's like, again, I almost had a stroke because I was so stressed out about things, and not from that because I didn't see that until later. But people that are trying to drag me into drama, it's like, why are you like, aren't you guys supposed to be full grown men? Why are you trying to drag a pregnant woman into drama, especially when I do my best to avoid said drama? I think they want to drag me into the drama because I feel like people know that when I go off, it'll be like a volcano exploding. But really, they're saying Ethan. No, it's not Ethan. Ethan did not drag me into anything. Ethan didn't do anything. This
No,
is
it's like,
people in the
it's not
chat
easy.
trying to start drama with other people, and those people don't like Ethan, so they don't do any checking on it. But I've seen people have sent me clips throughout the years of them, people making fun of the fact that I do calendars and stuff like that. So I've seen it. I know who has said what, and I'm just like, well, no one in a million years would buy a swimsuit calendar of you, so I just tack that off and like just laugh about it, kind of thing. But
I don't see what's wrong with doing a calendar. It's a cosplay calendar. It's something. It's
I-
not nothing.
Dude, you can go on Etsy and find hundreds, if not thousands, of calendars out there from girls that are doing cosplay. It's not like I invented the fucking wheel. The chat asked me to do it back when I was cosplaying as Rogue, and I did it.
For fuck's sake, Nirvana even did a fucking calendar.
I know. But I don't know. People on the internet. This is why I'm like, I finally understand the touch grass thing, because I'm like, I really am like, just go outside and fucking touch grass. Like, I get off the internet and I go and I look at my baby and I'm with my baby and I forget about everything that's going on online. But there are some people that they don't have real lives, and this is like their entire life. And
Well,
again,
it's funny that you say that. Sorry, I know you want to keep going, but it's funny that you say that. When I went to America, I was off the internet so much because I obviously had limited capabilities that coming back, it was like, whoa, they are really two very different worlds.
It is.
Anyway, go on. Sorry, I've interrupted you.
Oh, no, it's just that. It's like you don't have a real life, so you fixate on this. But yeah, people that are trying to, drag me into drama, it's retarded. It's pointless. If you don't like me and you want to make fun of the fact that I'm doing a calendar, here's what I have to say. I have no idea what you're doing with your life, but it's funny that you're so fixated on me that you are bothered that this is what I'm doing. So that says more about you than it does about me. I have a lot of, oh my God.
She saw a ghost.
No. Oh my God. Okay. So I don't know if you remember, we moved in here like I think it's been like 5 years now, but all of the neighborhood cats would like meet in our backyard for like fight clubs. So there would always be a bunch of cats fighting. And then the neighbors got like they got, I wouldn't say pet control, but animal control is that's what it's called. So they came in, they spayed and like neutered all the cats. And then someone decided to get more cats in the neighborhood. And so now
it's Bird Box. She's doing the Bird Box thing. She's now going to kill. No, I better not say what I was about to say.
I don't know.
She's doing the Bird Box thing. You saw the thing, and now you're.
No, I don't know if they're in my freaking shed or not.
Oh, you're worried. You can hear the cats. Are they on your roof?
Well, yeah, I thought they were on my roof, but then I heard something else, so I think maybe they're in my roof. Because there's like an attic kind of thing. It's weird.
Oh.
So I don't. So the way that this shed. Okay, so it's like we had the house, and then there's like a laundry room thing, and then behind the laundry room, there's I think they were trying to add on like. Because there's like a slab of cement, and then it's like a uninsulated room. I always joke it's like a shed. But when we came in toward the house, it was set up like it was like a gym / office. So I think they were just trying to add like an office room after the laundry / sunroom. And so it's like, we put up drywall and everything. And I was like, oh, this is perfect because it's separated enough from the house so there's no noise. But it's like half of the ceiling, it's like rafters. And then the other half, the one that's above me, had like, I wouldn't even say drywall. It's just like they have a makeshift ceiling for storage and stuff. And then I covered it with like all of my plushies. So I have this ceiling of plushies.
Yeah.
I think something is up there. And I thought it was the cats on the roof because the cats were doing the whole fight club, but they jumped from roof to roof. Because
wouldn't it make great entertainment if just a whole heap of cats just fell through Anna's ceiling
well,
right now?
I'm kind of worried it's not a cat. I'm kind of worried it's like a
Oh, it's something
raccoon or
else.
something. Rats? Oh my god, if it's rats, I will fucking die.
It's rats and cats.
Mm. It's a ghost. Well, it stopped. So if it moves around, I mean, it has. I haven't heard that a noise at all.
Do you have raccoons
Ever.
where you are?
Well, remember that one time I was sitting here and I thought it was Tulip that came and sat on my feet, and I
Oh
went to
no,
go
it was
pet it,
yeah.
and it was a baby raccoon. Bats?
Yep.
No, it's not bats. I didn't have my door open. I don't know how a bat would get in here. We don't have bats in our neighborhood. Rat, cat, raccoon fight club.
Fight club.
It's a ghost of pre-wall Anna. Well, if I just like run off and disappear screaming, it's probably because I heard something. Because right now it's just storage. So I have a bunch of storage above me. And it sounded like it was on something. Like I heard plastic. So that's what I'm like, it's
rustling.
inside.
Yeah, okay.
It's inside. Possum climb up stuff. Oh my God. If a possum got in here, I would fucking die. Oh my God, don't tell me that. Ah!
What on the outside of the room that you're in right now, what kind of ceiling or roof does it have?
Oh, normal.
You need to get Peaches to check it.
I am going to have Peaches check it.
Just for entry points, holes, gaps.
Well, I don't even know. Well, so we usually have a ladder. Like, so if I wanted to check it, I would have to put up a ladder. I don't know how something would get up there, but I had, you know, those.
It'd get up there from the outside in. It wouldn't come in through the entry. Like, this is why I'm saying you need to get Peaches to check the roof because on the outside of the building.
You'd smell the possum. Okay, well, actually, so I have this painting right here because I had them up on my walls. You know those like kind of pegboards where you can move the little pegs and hang stuff up? So I have a couple of those off to the side here because we didn't finish putting up drywall because I was like, I'm just going to put pegboard up there anyway. So, you know, I'll just leave it. And one of them was like knocked over and a bunch of my paintings were on it that fell, but these were all paintings that either weren't finished or damaged. Like, this is my favorite.
Through that you could see outside?
No, it just knocked over. So I'm like, what if something climbed up it and that's why it knocked it off of the wall? So
you got to remember too, you haven't been in there for, well, like, you know, you haven't really been doing much in there for a little while. So maybe because it's also quieter in there, something's nesting in your roof.
Oh my God. And it's getting into my shit.
It's a pterodactyl, I reckon.
They're saying rats. Oh my God. If it's a fucking rat, I will.
It's a rat nest.
I hate rats. I hate them. I hate them. Did you ever watch the movie called The Bone Collector? It's with Angelina and Denzel. Remember when the guy is like, they bunch of cut?
Yeah,
and, like,
when
the rats
when they put the bucket on his stomach. They put the bucket on his stomach and then blowtorch the end of the bucket, or the bin.
No. Remember when the guy is just like tied up and the guy cut him a bunch and like the rats are just eating him alive?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate rats. Oh my God, what? If there's a fucking rat up there, oh my God. And my cat is useless. He's retarded. He won't kill it. Oh my God. Okay. It had to be something big to knock that over.
But you're assuming that it knocked it over. You don't know.
I don't know, but that thing's been up there for 5 years and hasn't fallen down.
I had a picture that I had blue tacked just to the wall, and it was there for like 4 or 5 years, and it just one day fell off.
All right, well, sick your newborn on it. Oh my God, it's Mothra. Feed it a hot dog. I hope it's nothing. I hope I'm just paranoid. Maybe I'd rather it be a fucking ghost, but I don't believe in ghosts. But I'd rather be probably a raccoon. Wouldn't I have heard it?
What sound does a raccoon make?
I don't know. But there's no way for it to get up there because the ladder's not even in here.
But this is why I'm saying it's probably got in there from the outside. If it's a false ceiling, if you've got a false ceiling and then a roof over that false ceiling, then there's bound to be a way for something to get from the outside in, especially over time. Just, yeah, I reckon there's a hole in your roof somewhere and something's gotten in there.
All right. Well, I'll have Peaches check it out tomorrow, but I'm not. Wait. Let's see.
You should get the ladder now and have a look.
No,
Just
I
pop
can't
your
lift the ladder.
No, that's true.
It's the wall coming for you. It's a face hugger. Oh my God. And with that, I am going to finish reading my super chats and then I'm going to call it night because I've been going for over 3 hours.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Daniel John 19. Thank you for the super chat. Purchase getting back to art portraits and figures. Oh, good for you. I know once I'm done with these eyes, I got to find another project to work on. But good for you. Back into it. CL Lightwolf. Thank you for this super chat. What a mess. Watch EVS for hours. Fabbing Eric July, then him and you. Now it's your stream. Screamers, Die Hard, and Gremlins cannot keep up. What? Screamers, Die Hard, and Gremlins. I'm confused, but sounds like you've had a fun night watching live streams. Thanks for hanging out. Tyler Touchdown, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Anna. Happy New Year. I support your last calendar. Sorry I was too late this time. You'll be returning to conventions like Anime Matsuri in 2025. No, man, I got a baby. My plan was, once I'm done with the eye project, was to have a book. And so that campaign, because I'll do a crowdfunding campaign so I can make the book. And then my plan was to go to conventions and have all the eyes on display and sell the book there if you didn't buy it on the campaign, and go to a couple different conventions across the country. Those ones I'm looking more at like horror or Halloween conventions just because I feel like it would fit better. But as of right now, I don't have any plans for conventions because, again, I had a baby. So nothing yet. That aside from local ones, like any that are in Anaheim or LA or maybe even San Diego again. But no Anime Matsuri in the future. Crusader Joe, remember it's 1 hour for every ounce of booze plus 1 hour before you can nurse again. GLHF, also Google elimination communication for easy potty training. Oh, well, thank you for that. Barb Rogers, Little Miss Solar Terra, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Barb. And then Ducky O'Brien, thank you for the 10. Not sure how to do this, but hi, Anna. Keep up the amazing content. I'm from the UK. Love your artwork and congrats on the baby. My babies are 25 and 24 now. Have a great New Year. Oh, you got big ones. Your babies got all big. Thank you for the super chat, and also thank you for the lovely wishes. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I just took it down. I was gonna say let's do a refresh, and then I'm all caught up on super chats. So
nice.
So I think that means
I couldn't tell because it still says you've got 50.
I know. Oh no, I do have a Rumble rant. Let me read that. E. Morse, thank you for the Rumble rant. What shows did you binge over Christmas holiday season? I've been watching Farscape, 2 more episodes, and then Peacekeeper Wars. Then done. What have you all been enjoying? I've been watching Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Frasier.
I watched Christmas Vacation and Die Hard.
Oh yeah, we watched Die Hard too, as well. I watched Rosemary's Baby and I watched The Exorcist, and then I was gonna watch The Omen, but it wasn't free.
Oh, fit,
so
yeah.
on streaming. Yeah, I watched those before I had the baby though. I was like in a morbid mood. I'm like, what can freak me out more than the idea of childbirth? New Frasier, old Frasier, old Frasier. So we watched. Have you
watched any of the new Frasier?
I watched the first 2 episodes and I actually liked it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love Frasier.
Well, so obviously there's like DI woke stuff in it, but they make it work. So it's like, there has to be like a Hispanic person, there has to be a black person, there has to be a gay person.
Yeah, I saw the ad. I saw the ad where he's talking about some wine and it's white wine, and he mentions white, and then he goes or black or something like that in the ad, and it's like
also they make fun of the woke shit because they have to mention it, so it's a joke. But because they're smart, they can make the jokes, and stupid people just they don't get it. But so it's like the head professor or something at Harvard, she's black. And so it's like, oh, okay, that's whatever. She's not related to anyone. They're not replacing anyone. She's a brand new character. She's black. The Frederick's roommate, she's Mexican or she's
Right.
Hispanic. And so it's like, well, that's because she was like his best friend's baby mama. And so
Yeah.
it's like, okay, who cares? You know, she's not replacing anyone. It's not like they made Frederick black and gay, right?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the whole thing, isn't it? Like, instead of actually replacing, like, imagine if they had made Frasier black.
Yeah.
You know what I
can't
mean?
replace Kelsey Grammer.
No, you can't. But, like, you get what I mean. Like, if they were to do that, everybody would be up in arms and like, what the fuck are you doing? But you add characters in, you've made new characters. Yeah, okay, it's ticking off your DEI boxes, but at least then, I don't know, because I haven't seen it, but is like, you know, the black professor chick that you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Does her character revolve around the fact that she's black?
No, it's actually she's competing. Her sister's at like Yale or Princeton, and so she's just like obsessed with being like the best or one-upping her sister. They never even mention her
Right.
race.
So despite the fact that they made a black female character, they made an actual character. That's the difference.
Yes, and she's a new character, is not replacing anyone.
Yeah.
And so Frasier is like, the one thing I don't like is it's like his whole thing at the end was that he, instead of taking the job in San Francisco, he goes and sees Charlotte in Chicago, right?
Right, yeah.
And then in the very first episode, it's like, oh, she left me. And it's like, okay, yeah, it always happens to Frasier, but it's like, oh, they ruined that he got a happy ending.
Yep.
Yeah. But so yeah, so
that's disappointing.
I only watched. I think it was either 1 or 2 episodes, but I only watched them. I heard it was already canceled, but I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't watch it purely on the fact that, well, the ads did have a lot of the woke shit in it.
I didn't watch any of the ads. They make fun of it. Like I think it's still some of the original writers, so it's still very intelligent. Daphne and Niles aren't in it. Their son David is in it, and it's like he's weird like Niles. And I was like, I would have thought Daphne would have had some help in that, but you know. But it was just, you know, he's coming out there to see Frederick, and Frederick didn't come home for the dad's funeral. And there's a reason why. And then it's like the whole episode you're thinking like, oh my God, like Frederick's gay, or then something else happened because Frederick has like this secret, and then but it's playing with you the entire time. It's like, oh my God, it's gonna be woke, it's gonna be woke, it's gonna be woke, and then it's like, oh, okay, it's not that, it's this other thing. Oh my God, it's this other thing, and then it's like it's nothing, it's none of those things. So sometimes Niles still the show.
I might give it a shot based on your.
Well, I can't remember if it was the first 2 episodes or just the first episode, but from what I saw, it was no Niles, no wonder it was canceled. Well, I don't know if that he still wants to work. I can't think of the Nile or the actor's name, but I know the actress that played Daphne, Jane Leaves is her name, I think. Mm-hmm. She said she didn't want to do it without Marty. Like it wouldn't feel right. But
it doesn't feel right.
It makes sense. It makes sense why they aren't in it, because they're still in Seattle and Frasier left to go
in Chicago.
No, he
didn't go to Chicago.
Where is Harvard? In Boston?
I don't know. You're the American. Come on.
I know. I'm like, where?
Oh, they're coming down. They're coming down, chat.
Oh my God.
Too bad I don't have control.
I think he's in Massachusetts. Where the fuck is? Because they're by a college. I can't remember if it's Harvard or if it's a different school. I'm pretty sure it's by Boston. I don't know. I don't go to any of these schools.
They made Roseanne without Roseanne. That's true.
Yes, Boston. Yeah. Okay. They're in Boston. Okay. There is something above me. Massachusetts. Oh, so I got it right, I guess, tonight. I knew it. Wasn't 100%, but my educated guess was correct. But yeah, no, from what I saw, I was expecting it to be woke and shit, and it was I was pleasantly surprised. But also it didn't leave me with wanting to watch more. It was weird seeing Frasier in a suit and tennis shoes, or jeans and tennis shoes. Let me just say that.
Okay.
But it okay, there's something fucking going on. I don't know if it's on my roof or in my
Well, you've read all
time-
your super chats. Let's wrap it up then.
I think I did. I think I read all my super chats, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for supporting my calendar. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours, so I do need to go inside and pump myself. I need to go milk myself and then check on my baby and Peaches.
You do.
Oh my God. It's in my roof. It's definitely in my fucking roof. Okay. Let me do one last refresh. Oh my God, what if it's kittens? What if a cat had kittens in my roof? Oh wow, so 32,691 of 307 backers. Thank you guys so much. Again, this will be in demand for a little bit. But thank you so much for hanging out. Let me go and end this on, and thank you for everyone that's been watching over on Rumble. I appreciate all of you guys. If you're watching over on Rumble, make sure that you go and smash that like button. 'Cause I'm not good about pushing that on there. But thanks. I'm ending it on Rumble, and then I'm about to end it on YouTube. Everyone, have a great rest of your night. If you want to still be able to watch this, you guys can watch this on the replay if you are a member, or you can just go over and watch it on Rumble or on X. But Rhino, thanks for hanging out. Everyone, go sub to his channel. If it's kittens,
Happy New Year, Chad, if I don't see you. Happy New
Yeah.
Year. Have a good one. Stay
Happy
safe.
New Year. I will see you guys all later. Bye.